Okay.
The Hash It Out Show is brought to you by Barretto Home Solutions, Bayou Audio and Video, Hot Works on the North Shore, JFK Martial Arts in Mandeville and Covington, Black Hawk Hauling, Lil Dizzy's Cafe, Wags Food and Culture, Moe's Pizza, The Green Law Firm, Personal Injury Attorney, Drums Earwear.
Hands up, hands up, hands up. If you winning and you don't give a fuck about a hater, tell them move. Move, move, move. Cause I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning. 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 Hands up, hands up, hands up. If you winning and you don't give a fuck about a hater, tell them move. Move, move, move. Cause I'm winning, I'm winning, I'm winning.
Bertolino Stadium in Kenner, Louisiana is the Hash It Out Show game of the week. This is countdown to kickoff, and tonight we have the Sophie B. Wright Warriors going against the Patrick Taylor Tigers. District 9 3A action here on the Hash It Out Show game of the week. TSBNsports.com and also on YouTube.com on a special link tonight. What's going on, folks? I'm VK Jones. We definitely appreciate you joining us here on the countdown to kickoff. We apologize for our lateness. It was a challenge and a half to put everything together where we are tonight. So please forgive us, but we're on, and kickoff will start in 15 minutes. My guys are calling the game with us tonight. Three-man weave. We're going to start with Jared J.B. Boyd, our CEO. Good evening.
Good evening, everybody. Thank y'all for tuning in. We are ready to get this going. Patrick Taylor taking on Sophie B. Wright, a district matchup. Big-time game.
Absolutely, and we have our guy that's calling the play-by-play action tonight. And this guy here has been coming along lately, Mr. George Peppers. What's going on with you, man?
Man, it's wonderful to be here. It's overcast, got a little bit of a gentle, cool breeze, and a really salty matchup. You got the Tigers of Patrick Taylor and the Warriors of Sophie B. Wright, two very good football teams. This is going to be a very interesting football game, and the last time the three of us were together, we had a defensive struggle that came down to a missed field goal at the gun. I wonder if we get something like that tonight. I would not complain if we get this kind of theater tonight.
Absolutely. I wouldn't complain either. It should be very good with these two teams tonight. And you look at Patrick Taylor, they're coming off of a loss to Livingston Collegiate last week, and I believe it's 23-14. It was a very good ball game indeed between both of these teams. But Livingston pulled away, being the better team, getting it done, giving Patrick Taylor their first loss of the season. George, I'm going to start with you. What does Patrick Taylor need to do to bounce back tonight?
Me?
Yes.
Okay. Obviously, look, we talked to some of the people at Patrick Taylor, their AD, one of the coaches, and basically the last week was a mistake fest for them. They had a ton of mistakes, inopportune times, and at very bad times when they had chances to assert themselves and assert their will into the game. So you can't make mistakes against a team like Livingston. That's an athletic football team that can get it every which way. JB, they're going to have to clean this up tonight, though, to beat this Sophie B. Wright team. This Sophie B. Wright team comes off a win last week, albeit a win that they were supposed to get and they got. I think the Tigers have a challenge ahead of them again tonight. This is going to be, like I said, an entertaining game, but from the Sophie B. Wright side of things, what do they have to do to pull this out?
I'm going to tell you right now, what they have to do, number one, they have to execute on offense. Execute every play. And number two, limit the amount of turnovers. If you can limit the amount of turnovers in an offense, execute your plays, you have a great shot at beating Patrick Taylor.
Absolutely, and I think the thing with Sophie B, what I'm saying, I think they got a good combination of throwing and passing more than anything else. Led by Paul Chester at quarterback, and also the running game of Danny Francis and also Avante McKintis, who's been really, really good this season for Sophie B. Wright. But also Enos Jones and Osarian Scott are very good weapons that could be critical for the Sophie B. offense.
Absolutely. You're talking about the Warriors offense. I mean, this is a team that's pretty diverse. And you mentioned Chester at quarterback and the receiving core, Osarian Scott and Enos Jones. That's a solid group. There's nothing spectacular about this team. This is a team that just fundamentally plays, if they could play their best football, they're going to beat a lot of teams.
Absolutely. They definitely can beat a lot of teams. They're a team that's very experienced from last season, getting to the second round of the playoffs last season as they lost to Newman. But you look at Patrick Taylor, very good. And we had Kenny Bourgeois last week on our show talking about his team, and a bunch of their fans really talking about their team, led by all-around quarterback Ethan Tran, who does a whole lot with his arm and his legs, but also with the running back core of also Bryce Boutte and also Harrison Feister, who does a real good job. But they always depend on the offensive line because they run the ball and they run it very well. Don't you think, Jared?
Oh, run it extremely well. I mean, one of the best running teams in the metro area of New Orleans. So you really have to keep your eye on the running game. But I want to say one thing. It is an X factor for this team. It's been sophomore Jeremy Gibson. He's been an X factor that's been producing a lot for this Patrick Taylor football team. So keep an eye out on him as an X factor that can come in and make a big, explosive play.
Absolutely. We definitely appreciate you joining us tonight on Countdown to Kickoff. We owe you a short commercial break right quick. When we come back, we will talk more about this matchup, but not just that. We'll give you previews of what's coming up tonight on this Thursday night slate and also some big games coming up on Friday. This is the Countdown to Kickoff right here, TSBNsports.com. Myself, George Peppers, and Jared J.B. Boyd will be right back.
Yeah, I
And welcome back to Countdown to Kickoff right here on TSBNsports.com. Patrick Taylor, Sophie B. Wright, that will be coming up. 6:30 special JP start time here tonight here from over at Mus Bertolino. George, your thoughts so far? This is an evenly matched team, but both of these schools are making a lot of progress in the city of New Orleans.
Absolutely, especially Patrick Taylor. When you can average 28 on the ACTs, that's outstanding, and you applaud that because education is so important, And then you talk about the athletic side of things, JB. The guy you talking about, Gibson, the guy I want to see, because remember, Coach Bourgeois talked about him last week with us, is Ethan Tran. This kid is not just a good football player; he's an all-district basketball player. And I watched this guy warming up here on the near side earlier. Tran got a good throw. He could throw it a little bit, and I'm looking forward to watching him operate tonight.
Well, that's a special athlete in itself, Ethan Tran. Not only can he throw the ball, you said great basketball player, but sticking to the football side of things,
sure.
He's a very smart player. He can read a defense. If he has to change a play or make a hot route, he can do that also. Very smart quarterback.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, going into tonight, some good Thursday slates. Jared, can you tell you a little bit about a couple of the big games we got tonight, this Thursday?
Well, definitely the big one tonight is in Lafayette between Lafayette Christian and Turlings Catholic. They both are undefeated in district play. So it's a big-time match between two schools who got to the semifinals in Division II Select last season. And they actually played each other in that semifinal game where Lafayette Christian winning the playoff game, but Carolyn's won the district matchups during the regular season last year. So now here they are again playing each other once again. It's going to be a tough ball game. Also, we have Landry taking on Higgins, and this, I know the record says otherwise, but this is going to be a tough ball game between two teams on the West Bank.
I think the game that we also want to talk about is the game near your neck of the woods, Lake Charles College Prep in St. Louis. I call that a proving ground game for the Saints of St. Louis because they're 5-1 and they have not experienced this level of success. And LCCP, look, that was a team that made the playoffs last year, lost a heartbreaker at Notre Dame in the overtime. This is a proving ground game for the Saints, BK, and that's one I'm looking forward to. I know we're not there, we're here, but that's a big proving ground game for Brock Mathern and his group. And we had Brock on last Tuesday night, and man, they're confident. That's one thing I'll say. They are very confident. But LCCP, we saw them last week. They're much better than they were last week. I don't think we're going to see that tonight. I think we're going to see a very good football game with Lake Charles College Prep in St. Louis.
Very much agreed. That's going to be a good one. Probably two of the best teams in the Lake Charles area as the Patrick Taylor Tigers heading to the field right there as they are with their home crowd here tonight. A nice crowd coming out here to support Patrick Taylor out near Avondale.
Yep.
And that is really huge. And, man, but other matchups coming up on Friday. Jared, tell us about a couple of them that's coming up Friday night.
We got a big one that could decide the district championship between the Archbishop Shaw Eagles and the Belle Chase Cardinals, two rivals. And it's going to be a tough ball game. Also, a big rivalry on the West Bank that happens all the time. The West Jeff Buccaneers taking on the John Ehret Patriots.
I think another game in the Catholic League, look, Holy Cross and Brother Martin. Oh, let's not fool ourselves. The Holy Cross Tigers have been monster good this year. They knocked off John Curtis 2 weeks ago, and then they followed up hanging a double nickel on St. Augustine, who was highly thought of in the preseason. Before the season started, they've not lived up to expectations, but that's not Holy Cross's fault. That's a very good football team. And Brother Martin, look, that's another good football team. And that's going to be a very tight matchup defensively. I think that's – yeah, you're good. But we just had a little brief interruption, but we're good. But Brother Martin is a very solid team. The Crusaders are state finalists from a year ago. That's what I'm looking forward to. Absolutely. And Ehret West Jeff, just because Ehret has to win. I'm the Patriot. I'm sorry, but let's go, Ehret. Let's do it.
Absolutely, man. Should be an interesting weekend in itself as both teams coming out for the coin toss. We're going to see what happens in the coin toss, and then we'll take a time out and we'll get ready for this ball game coming up next as we kick off in a special 6:30 time since we are in Jefferson Parish up in Kenner, Louisiana tonight. And it's amazing, Jared, that Coach Bourgeois had to move this game up to Kenner, Louisiana tonight.
Yeah, that's just thank God that he was able to find a stadium that was open on a Thursday night to get a game done.
Yep.
Because the West Bank schools, they're locked down, and they all mainly use West Jeff Stadium. So to find an opening across the river, but it's suitable, so it's a good thing.
The main reason why Higgins and Landry are playing tonight at Haas Memphis.
Correct.
That's why we're here. And look, I don't mind. This is from the parameters of where we are, perfect. Dead on the 50-yard line. It almost feels like a straight line shot for us.
Very much agreed. Very much agreed. Should be an interesting one tonight.
Done.
And Patrick, looked like Sophie B. Wright won the toss. They deferred.
Yep.
And Patrick Taylor will kick off to start the ball game.
I think Patrick Taylor's getting the ball.
Patrick's getting the ball.
Yeah, but they went to the. They went to Sophie B. side first. They won the toss and deferred.
But they just
then he came to Patrick Taylor.
They just did that. They're going to get. Okay.
No, you say kick.
Oh, we're not arguing.
Did what I said?
Kick.
Yeah, you did say they were going to kick off. That I caught.
Like Lupe, kick, push.
Okay.
Yeah, all fun, y'all, on the pregame.
Absolutely. So let's take a time out. We thank you for joining us for Countdown to Kickoff. Coming up next, the District 9-3 matchup between Sophie B. Wright and Patrick Taylor. George Peppis will have the call of the ball game. This is the Countdown to Kickoff, the Hash Out Show game of the week, right here on TSBNSports.com.
Law Firm is a full-service law firm specializing in personal injury,
criminal law, successions, and family law. With over 25 years of experience, the Green Law Firm continues to provide efficient, competitive, and effective representation to clients throughout the state of Louisiana and all across the nation. Consultations are free. If you're looking for results, call the Green Law Firm at 504-328-3990. That's 504-328-3990, located at 931 Westwood Drive, Suite B in Marrero, Louisiana. The Green Law Firm. You're on.
Ready?
Yes, go.
And welcome back to the Hash It Out Show Game of the Week. Week 7, as the weeks get later, the games gain more importance. It is Sophie B. Wright. It is Patrick Taylor. I am George Peppers, giving you the play-by-play. Can't do it by myself, but my guys are with me. Jared J.B. Boyd, V.K. Jones. We're ready to kick this bad boy off. And Sophie B. Wright lining up to kick off. Patrick Taylor's got two guys split to each side of the field waiting on this kickoff, as we look forward to an entertaining affair here at Must Bernalino on the Hash It Out Show Game of the Week. And the Warriors set to kick it off. Here we go, kicking it off, and it's going to be a very short kick. And they're just going to, and Patrick Taylor's going to fall on it at their own 35. Not exactly the prettiest kickoff, VK.
It was a squib kick, and all Sophie B. Wright was trying to do was catch Patrick Taylor slipping on the kickoff. It was an interesting strategy, but credit Patrick Taylor for recovering the kick.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a simple thing. If you don't get it on the first bounce, fire, right? Isn't that what they use the drill? Get away from the ball. So Patrick Taylor is going to come out. Offensively, they're led by their all-wonder kid quarterback, Ethan Tran. Their backfield is Bryce Boutte and Harrison Pfister. Tight end, Owen Clankley. Jeremy Gibson, Preston Champagne at the receiver, and we'll give you the rest of the O-line as we get set to go here for the first play of the game. Tran lining up at a shotgun, two receivers split to the near side, and Tran will hand it off on a draw, and not much happening there. Sophie B. Wright able to penetrate the offensive line and get that tackle, so it's going to be second down and long. The O-line starters for the Tigers: Anthony Scanduro, Chris Richard, Leo Fritz, Bryce Berthel, and Josh Goche. They will line up for Patrick Taylor in the blue with white trim. Second down, and they don't update the yard marker, so we're going to improvise here. Second and about 10. 9. Okay, and this is going to be a round end. Tran keeps it to the actually Bryce Boutte, I'm sorry. Takes it to the outside, and it looks like he picked up a first down. Good play right there by the Tigers, DB.
Oh, very good play. Ethan Tran running the option to the left. Held the ball to the last second, pitched it to Bryce Boutte.
Yep.
Bryce Boutte runs for 10 yards.
Make that defense sell out, VK, and Boutte was able to gain that edge.
Yes, and this is old school football.
Yep.
They run the option a whole lot. They run mostly in the eye or between a strong formation.
So the Tigers now have a fresh set of downs to work with. Taylor, Tran lining up under center. Looks like a power formation right here. Tran going to pitch it, and that's going to come to the outside. That's going to be Harrison Pfister, 22 to the outside. Picks up a nice chunk of yards there. And VK, coming to you, the last two plays, they've been able to get that edge, and they've gotten good yardage.
I think Sophie B. Wright right now is making an early mistake by not getting somebody on the pitch man. That pitch man has an open field, and he's taking advantage of it.
Not only that, they're not even setting the edge also.
Not at all.
So the Tigers looking to the sideline. 17 seconds on the play clock. 10:20 to go. You're just joining us. This is the Hash It Out Show Game of the Week. Patrick Taylor taking on Sophie B. Wright here live from Must Bernalino Stadium. It is Week 7, and the game's game more importance. Big district matchup. This is a handoff by Tran, and this time the Warriors were there on Boutte. Didn't get very much of anything there.
Not much at all.
It depends on the spot, too.
It's going to be third down and inches, but that D-line from Sophie B. Wright made a stand.
Yes, they did.
On that play.
Yes, they did. Now, what do the Tigers do? Probably going to play this power game because I see Tran lining up under center. Power formation again. Pfister lining up at the deep. We got a little bit of a laundry here. Let's see what we got. I'm thinking this is going to be some kind of a jump, a false start.
It's actually a encroachment on the defense.
Yes. Oh, that's going to give Patrick Taylor a first down. You are listening to the Hash It Out Show Game of the Week. It is Sophie B. Wright, the Warriors, taking on Patrick Taylor. Pretty decent crowd, I must say, for a Thursday night. Overcast, little breeze.
It's football weather.
Well, for us it is, absolutely. So Tran lines up under center. This is going to be another pitch. He goes out to Boutte and doesn't get a whole lot. Gets about 2, maybe.
Hey,
Good.
but Sophie B. Wright played it right that time.
Yes.
Guy on the pitch, man, and you had another guy still in the outside in case for the pitch, and that's what happened. He got about 2 yards.
Adjustments, right?
Yes.
Adjustments. Simple as that.
Your defensive starters for Sophie B. Wright is Jakeem Thomas on the D line, Reggie Noel, with also James Doughty and also Deshaun Smith. Your linebackers is Sylvester Clark and Jerry Steven. And the DBs, Zaman Delmore, Kevin Smiles, Dallas Hughes, and also Don Bruce, Donovan Taylor.
And the Tigers lining up second down. Tran's going to keep it, and he cuts it back to the inside. Nice move by Tran there. Was getting set to go to the outside. Cuts it back at the last second and picks up a good chunk of yards. I don't think he has the first down here. I believe he's going to be a yard or two short,
Nice,
JB, but that was a
4
nice
yards.
improvisation by Tran on that play.
Very, very nice. But give credit to number 11 for Sophie B. Wright, James Doughty with the
Staying
tackle.
home. Staying home. Now now it's big boy football. Power formation, third and short. Tran lining up at the center. 2 receivers to the near side, VK.
Yep, 3rd and 4 right here, and let's see what happens.
Now Tran lines up. He's going to take the snap, and Boutte goes up the gut, and I believe, he's got the first down easily. He needed about 3 or 4. He got about 6. 7:55 to go early in first quarter. No score. You are listening to the Hash It Out Show Game of the Week, and we'd like to thank all of our great sponsors that have been with us since day one. We'll give them out to you in a little bit. Patrick Taylor lining up, ready to move. Fresh set of downs for the Tigers as they look to make an early statement here at Musbertolino in a very big district matchup. So Tran will hand it off to Feister, and Feister doesn't get very much there. I think he maybe gets a yard, JB.
He got about 3 yards, but he was met in the middle.
Yes, he was.
By number 7, Sylvester Clark. He laid the lumber on that play.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. VK, Patrick Taylor has not thrown a ball yet, but when you could run it with the success they have had to do it, the thing they're doing is they're keeping that Warrior defense on the field, and if they are able to generate points, it's a humongous early swing early on.
Pad on this one.
Yep. This is a Tran. He's going to pitch it. Oh! And Boutte gets it, and he's going to cut it to the outside. He picks up a nice chunk of yards. And, it's going to be a first down. They will move in the yardsticks. 1st and 10, Patrick Taylor from Sophie B. Wright, getting deep into that territory, JB.
And also, man, they have the clock running.
Yes, they do.
So we already had 6 minutes left almost in the first quarter, and it's all been Patrick Taylor.
And it was a dangerous pitch right there. It was the last second there for Tran, so he's got to be careful.
Exactly. Protect the football. You don't want to make that Tran. He's going to pitch it to Feister. Looking for the edge, but Sophie B. Wright, 25, is there to meet him on the tackle. Good move good penetration by the Warriors there and getting that tackle and slowing Feister down.
Actually, that was a good job there. Avante McCantis with the stop right there. He comes up big. He's going both ways tonight, and he makes a big play.
No hydration breaks. It's second down and about 8, 5:55. And, when we could say no hydration breaks, look, I mean, everybody likes to hydrate, but that means the humidity, the 90s, the mosquitoes are gone. That's a good thing.
I won't say the mosquitoes are gone, but.
Man, and how? I mean, Tran will hand a draw up the gut, and that's going to pick up about 2, maybe 3 yards. Bring it up another third down, VK.
Yeah, another third down coming up here. And it's pad-on-pad action more than anything else. Like their offensive linemen just line it up, getting it going and firing off. So that's what they're doing. They're going 2, 3, 4, 5 yards. Well, first time in 6, 7, now it's 2, 3, 4, 5 yards a pop.
And what you're doing, JB, is wearing that defense out like that. When you can get that kind of yards on first and second down, setting up third and much more manageable. Tran lines up. And what do we have? We have a look to the sideline.
Sideline to see if they run the same play or change the play. But it's a 3rd and 7. Let's see what happens here.
10 seconds on the play clock. Maybe a throw here because they got to pick up this the first third. And Tran was going to pitch, but he's going to take it up the gut and picks up probably 2 or 3 yards, which sets up 4th down. And a very early interesting decision by Coach Bourgeois and the Patrick Taylor Tigers on 4th down. Don't know much about their special teams, JB, but we're going to set this up here.
Don't see a kicker on the sideline at all.
So that's
they're pretty much.
Yeah, that's the other back. Harrison Feister.
They're going for this one.
And Troy Nguyen is usually the kicker, but not ready to go.
We don't see him out there.
But they're going 4th down territory so far.
It'd be a little bit of a momentum shift if the Tigers don't pick this first down up because they've eaten almost 8 minutes of this first quarter. and they're driving. But if they don't pick this first down up, this is a defeat for them. Tran's going to drop back and pass. Looking over the middle, just a bit too high. That's going to turn the ball over to the Warriors of Sophie B. Wright with 4:07 in the first quarter. VK. That's not a good thing for Patrick Taylor to have that drive and come up empty.
Not at all. You sometimes you got to punch on the door, and you got to get on the scoreboard more than anything else. Credit Zamon Delmore with the coverage for Sophie B. Wright.
Yeah, and Tran was trying to beat that coverage going over the top, but he put a little too much on that ball. Sophie B. Wright now comes out with Paul Chester at the quarterback position. Their running back is Danny Francis and Avante McInnes. Their receivers are Enos Jones and Osirin Scott. Paul Jones is the tight end. Your line is Renee Martinez, Cedric Thomas, Jonay Philos, Sakeem Cox, and Dedrick Thomas. Will give you the defense later. This is a handoff to, can't see what that is, but boy, Patrick Taylor ganging up on that play and give it. And
goes outside. Number 77,
77 was able to make the play on the tackle. And JB, just mentioning about Patrick Taylor having that elongated a drive and not getting nothing. Sophie B. Wright's got to be prone to take advantage here, you would think.
They have no choice. That's their job right now.
Exactly.
That's the plan. Your defense got to stop.
Yep.
Now you want your offense to go down on the field and score, put points on the board.
Exactly. And this looks like a rapidly moving first quarter, VK, which we're not complaining about.
No,
we
not at
do.
all. The earliest we can get out of here. You know what I mean? But we have a long way to go in this game.
That we are. And this is going to be second down. 2 seconds. They get the play off, and this is a handoff to number 23. That is Avante McInnes, who takes it to the outside and gets about 3 or 4 yards, maybe about that, which sets up third down and a pretty important early attempt at a conversion for the Warriors of Sophie B. Wright.
Let's take a look at the defense of Patrick Taylor. On the D-line, Jackson Norwood, Rasheed Brown, David Dewell, Gavin on the D-line. On the linebackers will be Gavin Bonner, Ethan Bartholomew, Kincaid, Hinyup. Also on the DBs, Mason Beach, Bo Fosho, Seth Childs, Ryan Reeves, and Alex Fisher. They run more of a 3-2-5 defense.
And they barely get it off Patrick Taylor. They do. I'm sorry, Sophie B. Wright. And incomplete. He gives it to Danny Francis. But I'll say this, JB. The last 3 plays they've run, Sophie B., that play clock's gone down inside of 5 seconds before they've snapped this ball. That's not what you want if you're the coaching staff.
It might be what they want.
Yeah,
to hold the ball as long as they can and keep the ball out of Patrick Taylor's hands.
Right, keep it out of their hands. And this is 4th down, so you would expect Sophie B to punt, and I think they will.
I think it might be maybe a quick kick. I'll be shocked if they go for this.
Yeah,
because it is a 4th and 3.
They might be, but from that deep, oof.
Quick
kick.
It's a pooch kick, and Patrick Taylor has nobody back. This ball is going to bounce from the 45 and go to the 40. That sets up great field position for Patrick Taylor, VK. Great bounce on that kickoff, on that punt.
Yes, it was a very good one going the other way more than anything else. But I just knew it was a quick kick, you know what I'm saying, looking at formations like that. Most of the time, and we seen it last week against St. James with LCCP.
Yes, sir.
You seen that same formation. It's a quick kick, y'all. They're not going for it.
No. Great field position for the Tigers of Patrick Taylor to do some damage. They had an 8-minute drive a while ago, got nothing. It is a scoreless first quarter at 2 minutes on the nose. No score here at the Hash It Out Show Game of the Week live from Mus Bernalino Stadium. George Peppers, Darren J.B. Boyd, and VK Jones, and Tran will hand it off, and not much of a run. There's a late flag. It might be a little bit of a grab.
I would assume it's a face mask.
It has to be that late.
It wouldn't be anything else.
Nope, and that's not what you want if you're Sophie B. You make a great play right there to get the stop. Personal foul, that's 15. That's going to give Patrick Taylor an automatic first down, VK. And that's not a mistake you want to make if you're Sophie B. Wright.
Nah, you don't want to make that mistake at all right there. Logan Rivers, he got that ball on the handout, took a shot, but he kept going. A lot of credit to Rivers, but then the face mask, that's a huge mistake there for Sophie B. Wright. It could have been maybe just a 3-4 yard gain. Now you added a lot more to it.
If that. I mean, I'm not sure he got that much. 153 and counting to go first quarter. Patrick Taylor lining up. Two receivers to the near side. Power formation. Tran is going to hand it off, and they don't get much.
No, the hole closed immediately. Hole closed
What's that?
immediately.
Yep.
Yeah, that hole closed faster than I don't know what. I know
Yeah.
what I want to say, but I'll keep it quiet.
It's, it's a lot of speed with
It is
with
Sophie B. Sophie B. Wright. That is a team that's got good speed. BK, you're right.
And the thing is, Patrick Taylor's got to find the holes and take advantage of it and get it quick because it can close quick too.
So Tran is going to pitch it out to Feister. Cuts it to the outside. He might have it. 15, 10, 5. And close to the 5-yard line. Gets dragged down. So Patrick Taylor, a big threat to score now. It's a goal to go. First and goal. Tigers.
Good 20-yard run from Feister on that run.
Good job by Feister. Like we mentioned, they got to find the holes, and they found it right there, and they took advantage of it. But good blocking down the field by the Tigers as they're inside the 7.
And now they got first and goal at the 7 as the aforementioned 7-yard line. 40 seconds to go in this opening quarter. No score, but Patrick Taylor on the doorstep about to potentially punch this in. Tran lines up I formation. He's going to fake the handoff and keep it, and he's going to pick up maybe a yard or two. This ain't the tush push, is it? I don't know if that's
Nice
the tush push,
little
BK.
surge.
Because what a surge there at the end.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, a little bit right. It was stuffed at first, but then all of a sudden, the push by the offensive line kept Tran going forward.
Somebody's watching too many Philadelphia Eagles games. I mean, maybe that's like kind of like the high school version of the tush push. All right, now we have the 3, 2, 1. We have reached the end of the first quarter. Let's take a little time out, hear from one of our great sponsors. This is the Hash It Out Show Game of the Week on TSPNSports.com. Live from West Bertolino. It is scoreless. Let's take a time out. We will be back.
Tonight, Sophie B. Wright versus Patrick Taylor.
What is it now? Second down, right?
Yep, welcome back. We're in the second quarter getting started here. No score. And a quick first quarter, George Peppers.
I'm not complaining. Well, now, with the change in quarters, it's a change of direction. Patrick Taylor is going to go from our right to our left. Now, as we hear Little enter Sandman leading into the second quarter, it was a very quick first quarter, JB. Defenses made some plays.
Defense made plays on both sides of the ball, but right now, as you can see, field positioning is making a big case for Patrick Taylor due to their stop on Sophie B. Wright.
Right.
Good field positioning now. They look poised to punch this ball in for a touchdown.
Exactly.
Second and goal is coming up on the 3-yard line here.
Yes.
So, but at the same time, we just heard a shout out from the PA announcer and everything. And a lot of the Patrick Taylor fans is looking at us and everything. They're seeing who we are. So
Are
they're
we
matching
charging
faces with
autographs or
names
what?
now. It's great.
All right, it's the second and goal. Patrick Taylor, I formation. Feister in the deep back. Tran is going to pitch it to him. Feister has it. He's going to go in untouched. Touchdown, Patrick Taylor. They strike first. And that play was so simple. Feister, a 3-yard touchdown run. And he just had Sophie B. Wright was nowhere to be found on that play.
Nowhere. Good run from Feister. He had open field all on the left side of it. Touchdown.
BK, that was a big move right there by Patrick Taylor to get the early momentum. Remember, last week, Livingston forced a lot of mistakes, but Patrick Taylor looks to be taking care of things early tonight.
Yes, absolutely. Very good to redeem themselves, especially on this drive to get on the board.
High snap, spot kick, a line drive, and it is good. Your score, Patrick Taylor 7, but Sophie B. Wright nothing. Let's keep it here, and let's hear from. Let's list off some of our sponsors. BK Jones, you got that for us?
Yes, sir. We'd like to thank all our sponsors tonight that has sponsored this Hash It Out Show Game of the Week. Black Hawk Hall and JFK Martial Arts in Mandeville and Covington. Hot Works on the North Shore. Beretta Home Solutions. Lil Dizzy's Cafe. And also Michael's Cleaners. And also Drums Ear Set. And also the Green Law Firm. Moe's Pizza. And also Wags Food and Culture. So thank y'all so much for sponsoring
all great people,
all
all
season.
great help.
And all our donors as well who has helped us this year.
Okay. So Patrick Taylor with the touchdown to lead off this second quarter. They lead this game 7-0. A very big district matchup, JB. Winner has a big leg up on this district, you would think.
Big leg up. Patrick Taylor coming off of a district loss, but they're not out of it yet.
No.
They're not out of it yet.
No.
You got to keep working and keep winning games, and you still have a chance to win it, even though we're the one district loss.
Exactly. And as the Tigers are set to kick off, Sophie B. Wright has one man deep and the other man to the far side of us. They will be going from our left to our right when they get this football as the Tigers line up to kick it off. And it is going to be a line drive, and Sophie B gets it. That is number, I can't see, 4 for Sophie B. And he's got a lane to the outside, and they're going to get great field position, VK, looking to respond here.
Huge return right there. Big return right there for Sophie B. And they needed that one. Big return by them. They really needed it.
That was Osiris Scott on the return for the Warriors. And, JB, that's a big return for them because they're looking to try to answer this score by Patrick Taylor.
A huge return for them. Great field position on the opposite side of the field now. Now it's up to the offense to get
something.
Zone.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. And both teams predominantly like to run this football. That's what we've seen. We've only seen one pass so far in this game, and that was the fourth down by Tran on their first drive for Patrick Taylor.
That's correct.
Let's see what the Warriors do in response. Whistle blown right here. What do we have? 6 seconds, 5 seconds to go on the play clock, and we have a stoppage. Let's see what we got.
As we see the Sophie Wright band.
Yeah, I was about to say, I hear a band, and it's them. So, resetting the play clock. We have 11:45 to go before halftime. Patrick Taylor 7-0, leading this game. And this is Paul Chester. And look at this. Scott gone. Touchdown, Warriors. And that's how you respond, VK Jones. Just that fast.
Yep, absolutely.
I'm going to say this. The DB was off many yards. It was a quick inside slant. The safety and the DB tried to make the tackle, but guess what? Weren't in position to even make a tackle.
No.
And number 4,
Osiris Scott
takes it to the house.
Yeah. Wow. And what a way to respond. Now you got the extra point attempt, VK, and game on now. Absolutely. I mean, not that it was not, but that's a pretty definitive way to get it back.
Very
one play.
So. But it looked like they're going for two.
Yep, they're going for the deuce.
They do not have no kicker.
Two receivers lined up to each side, one in the flank position. Empty set now. Number 5 is in motion. Chester is, actually, it's going to be a handoff. Is he in?
He's in.
Yep. 2-point conversion is good. The Warriors, what a response. They go to the lead, 8-7, and the Hash It Out Show game of the weekend. The drive analysis is simple. One play, busted coverage, touchdown. That's how you analyze that.
And making the 2-point conversion was Avante McCantis. He was lined up in the Wildcat, and he got it in the corner.
And now, game on, JB.
Oh, game on is definitely on, without a doubt.
Yes.
I mean, we have back-to-back scores pretty much, so let's see how Patrick Taylor will respond to Sophie Wright taking the lead.
Let's go ahead.
Go ahead. This is reminiscent of last week. Remember, it was low scoring early in Lake Charles College Prep St. James. Now we got fireworks in the second quarter already.
Right, but in the second half of that game, it was fireworks on one side, and that was St. James. That's they checked out in that second half. But this game, I mean, it's going to slow the time down with the quick touchdowns.
Right.
But who cares? It's football. It's Thursday night. It's another week of high school football around the great state of Louisiana, and none of us are complaining. So the Warriors will kick it off. That's going to be a short kickoff picked up by Patrick Taylor, and they're going to run it to the far side. And there's a flag on the play. Might be a block in the back right here. Could be a block in the back or a holding, VK.
Yeah, it could be a block in the back there. Anytime you see a flag like that, so it might be coming back there for Patrick Taylor. It might not be a good start.
No.
Or the field position they're going to be.
JB, but matters not, as I know what's about to happen. Scrolling to see the scores, if they got any up. And we talked about some of the games that are playing tonight. Lake Charles College Prep St. Louis, and this is
Lake Charles College Prep St. Louis in a big one tonight.
And Terrebonne Destrehan tonight too.
Terrebonne Destrehan tonight.
Yeah.
You can hear that game with Lenny Van Gilder and Wade Kaiser. Great guys, awesome people, VK.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Ken Trahan doing a great job with his website and everything else. You know, this should be a very interesting one tonight in the River Parishes.
Yes, sir. 14 seconds on the play clock. Patrick Taylor sets up first down and 10 as the Tigers look to try to regenerate and go in front here in the Hash It Out Show game of the week. This is going to be a pitch to Feister, and he's going to cut it out. He's got all kind of room. If the receiver seals the block, he might be gone. Nope. That's 27. That's not, who's 27?
Toss goes out to number 27, Logan Rogers.
Logan Rogers. They got me. I thought it was Feister. Logan Rogers on that play. So they changed it up on us a little bit, but a big pickup right there, going from deep in their own territory to the plus side of the field, EK.
And Rogers is an additional weapon for them.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? We see him earlier, took some shots and everything else, man. He's a bigger back, too. So they're adding somebody big with speed.
That can withstand that punishment, too.
Yes.
So the Tigers line up 2 receivers to the far side. 1 back set, shotgun formation. This is going to be, a fumble. Oh. And I think the Tigers, Ethan Bryce Boutte got it back.
Bryce Boutte.
But that was not crisp at all, JB. A lot of sloppiness on that play.
Patrick Taylor regains possession.
Patrick Taylor's very fortunate to recover that fumble. Very fortunate.
That ball looked like it was going to get away from him, and he just fell on it. You know, the way the trajectory of that ball got away.
Had a little wind coming out of nowhere.
Yeah, a
little wind came. I felt it.
It wasn't a gentle breeze, that's for sure.
No, it wasn't.
No, sir. But Tigers line it up. This is going to be second down and 10. Or 9.5, actually. Because with the fall forward in the position, Tigers line up. This is Tran. He's going to hand it off. And this is going to be Boutte to the outside. And he's going to pick up a decent chunk, more than a decent chunk of yards. Going to get it close to a first down. I think he's going to be about 1.5 yards too short.
9 yards on the play.
You're right. Correct with that 9-yard run. And Sophie B. Wright called a timeout.
So with that timeout, let's take a quick one ourselves. You are listening to the Hash It Out Show Game of the Week live on TSPNSports.com. Your score, Sophie B. Wright 8, Patrick Taylor 7. We'll be back after this brief timeout.
Food and Culture has the best all-around soul food in the city of New Orleans and in the West Bank. Open 6 days a week, and you can have the combination of a lifetime with fried chicken, fried fish, grilled chicken, meatloaf, and all kind of good desserts, and then some. It opens Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Give them a call at 504-348-3080. That's 504-348-3080. Located at 1601 Plaza Drive on the corner of Acres Road and Plaza. Wags Food and Culture.
And welcome back to the Hash It Out Show Game of the Week, just in time. This is going to be third and very, very short, 2. So the Tigers line up with Tran looking to the sideline. Might be changing the play. 14 seconds on the play
Right
clock.
showing blitz.
Yeah, they are. If it's a jailbreak, they might just try a halfback screen. This is Tran. He's going to pitch it out to Rogers, and he gets tripped up, but not before picking up an important first down.
The first down is going to be easy when you're able to pitch the ball and there's no one out there.
Nope.
No one out there. Then you have room to run.
BK, we talked about this in the break. Sophie B. Wright's got to continue to counter adjust. And if they don't, they're in trouble.
It's simple math when you defend an option. If you don't have any person on the quarterback, pitchman, or the fullback, guess what? Somebody's open.
Absolutely. Now the Tigers have first and 10 from the Sophie B. Wright 36. Yep, 36. So we have 9 seconds on the play clock. 2 receivers line to the near side. This is a handoff to Boutte.
No, it's Logan.
Logan, I'm sorry. And I think we have yep. What a surge, though. I mean, that man never gave up on that play. Logan Rogers on that play. And you got guys that size that are coming north and south. Sophie B. Wright's got to play step up right here.
Absolutely. Now you know with Rogers, you're adding another element, and now more than anything else, he's hitting a hole, and you putting him at fullback or anything else. It's crazy.
Warriors of Sophie B. Wright, they take a timeout, but I was telling VK, say the backs that Patrick Taylor has, they're some nice sized guys. If you don't make adjustments, they're going to wear you out.
Well, that's what the running game does to people if you can't stop it.
Yep.
You wear the defense out.
So basic, yet so difficult sometimes.
Exactly. But Sophie Wright got to make an adjustment eventually before it gets too late. They end the ball game, they're winning. But if you don't stop this option attack, the defense is going to get tired in a heartbeat.
Oh, yeah. And
next week, next week, ladies and gentlemen, we will be on the road. Next couple of weeks, we're in New Iberia. The Westgate Tigers will take on Lafayette Christian next Friday night. We will be out there 6:30 for your 6:20 for your pregame. 7 o'clock kickoff. I will have the turn of play-by-play, George Peppers and Jared J.B. Boyd. 3-man weave for the next 3 weeks right here on TSBN Sports.
So the Tigers now have first and center. I'm looking forward to seeing Jawan Johnson for the first time in person. You guys saw him in the Dome last year. I made it there not in time, but it's okay. I get to see him next week. Sophie B. Wright might be showing blitz. Tran is going to just have the draw up the gut, and they're going to pick up another nice chunk of yards, setting up a second and short. And we continue to belabor that point, BK. They're picking up 6-7 yards a pop, and that's going to be a problem for the Warriors.
Big time problem right there. What a first half so far for Patrick Taylor on the ground. I mean, they're doing very well, and I can see they're rushing maybe for over 150, close to 150 yards in this first half, the way they've been running it.
Feels like it, doesn't it? I mean, now, so the Tigers have it second down at about 3.5. They line up in the I formation. Two receivers lined up to the near side. And Tran looking. He's going to take the snap here. 3 seconds. 2, 1. They get it off. Another pitch. Guess who? Is that Logan? Nope. Yep, that's him, Logan Rogers.
He fumbled the ball.
And they fumbled it, and Sophie B. Wright is going to get it.
And they called him down.
Oh, wow.
They called the official called him going the other way.
Out of bounds.
They're going to call him out of bounds. And do we have a man down? Yeah, no, we do not.
No.
Okay, we're fine there. But that, yeah. Wow.
Huge break.
Very.
For Sophie B. Wright
Very.
there. Huge break.
Absolutely.
Causing the fumble and picking the ball up.
Yep.
It's big
On
down.
the 25-yard line.
Just
Yeah.
when
20-yard line.
20-yard line.
Yeah, he
Just-
fumbled. Yeah, he fumbled it, and Sophie B. recovered it, and all of a sudden he stepped out of bounds. But that's huge there. I mean, the way, Logan was running, taking advantage, but that's a huge mistake there.
First down and 10, Warriors. I'm about to say Cardinals. Hello. Warriors from their own 20 as they look to take advantage. Chester is going to be on the option keep. Cuts it back to the inside, and he gets the first down. At least we think he does. We think?
Yeah, he does.
He does. Okay, first and 10 Warriors. But here's the thing I want to bring up, JB, to you. First mistake of the game. Patrick Taylor had 5 of these last week, which got him beat. You wonder if maybe it gets in their heads, we made a mistake. We did this last week. We can't do that.
Well, you gotta look past mistakes. You can't let that keep haunting you. You have to look past it, let it go, move on to the next play.
Exactly. Wow, look at this. 3 guys for Sophie B all in motion, and they got a one-back set. All the receivers now jumbled up to the left, 4 receivers. Chester is going to throw it to the outside. This is Scott. He's going to get it, looking for some room. He's going to get a good chunk of yards. That's about 6-7 yards. Are they going to call a fumble? I see Patrick Taylor waving like they got it.
The whistle blew before the fumble
Yeah, that's
happened.
what I'm saying. I didn't see no ball come loose, and I heard the whistle blow. So Sophie B. Wright's going to have it second and short.
But we have an injury.
And we do have an injury. So let's keep it here. VK Jones, J.B. Boyd helping me out. George Peppers on the play-by-play. 8-7 is your score with 6:57 to go before halftime. And VK, tell us what we got coming up at halftime of the Hash It Out Show Game of the Week.
Halftime, we will have interviews with both head coaches, head coach Kenneth Dorsey of Sophie B. Wright, and also head coach Kenny Bourgeois of Patrick Taylor. So we'll have halftime interviews from both coaches at the half. And speaking of sponsors, Little Dizzy's, Little Dizzy's Cafe is the best Creole soul food in the city of New Orleans. They have daily specials to fit your soul food pleasure with a whole bunch of specials from Monday all the way to Sunday. Owned and operated by Wayne and Keisha Barcade, who's continued tradition since 2005. They're located in the Tremaine neighborhood, 1500 Esplanade Avenue. Tell them the Hash It Out Show sent you.
Absolutely.
So get back to action.
Absolutely. 20 seconds on the play clock as we are seeing the Warriors. Chester is going to get stacked up, and it's a fumble.
We got a fumble to play.
And here we go. Patrick Taylor, I think, recovered it. Yep. Take it away, VK Jones. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions for Sophie B on one, and now, Patrick Taylor on theirs, and Sophie B on theirs now.
Patrick Taylor just did surgery just now on Paul Taylor.
Chester.
Paul Chester. They held them up. They kept holding them up. They was having them go down, and guess what? The ball comes out. So, good job
baby.
there by Patrick Taylor.
Magic. So the Tigers now take over the proceedings at the Sophie B. Wright 39-yard line, 1st and 10, trailing 8-7 in what has become an entertaining game. We expected it to be competitive, and we have that thus far. Patrick Taylor lines up 1st and 10. They have 2 receivers lined up, and we have a whistle. I think a false start is going to come back and bite Patrick Taylor 5 yards the wrong way.
Nope.
Oh, actually, no, timeout. Their final timeout of the first half, and Sophie B. Wright, GB, is liberal with their timeouts. They've already killed them.
Patrick Taylor, they're first.
Well, the PA guy said Sophie B. called it.
I thought a ref.
Okay. I don't know. My PA guy is messing up.
Patrick Taylor's timeout.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So 8-7 is your score, with Patrick Taylor trailing Sophie B. Wright, but recovering that fumble on the plus side of the field, they have a chance to go in front, VK.
Yes, and I'll tell you, they got to take advantage of the turnover here. They got to really punch it in and pay, and it's got to go pay dirt right here. They got to, all the hard work, it's got to pay off right here, especially getting that turnover.
I think what Patrick Taylor needs to do, JB, is milk this clock and move the ball. They've had great success with that to this point.
Don't run away from your game plan now. Run the ball.
No.
It's being very, very successful. Keep running the ball. Keep running your options and your dives.
And you're good.
It has not been stopped. So
no. Patrick Taylor lining up in a power formation. 2 receivers lined up to the near side. Tran takes the snap. There's going to be a handoff up the gut to, I believe, Rogers. And it's first down.
That's Bryce Boutique.
Bryce Boutique that time. Patrick Taylor gets the first down. And we thank all our sponsors and for listening into the Hash It Out Show Game of the Week from Week 1. We are going to, like VK said, New Iberia next week. Looking forward to seeing an entertaining game in Lafayette Christian and Westgate. Live from New Iberia. We'll join you next Friday night. Got us a day of rest. We have an 8-day week next week.
Wow.
Right?
Hey,
I mean, it's Thursday. So, it's a good thing.
Yep.
So this is a handoff to 22. That's Feister. He cuts it to the outside, and it looks now he's got the first down.
Another option play to the outside with the pitch. That gets you another first down.
Yep. And moves the sticks and keeps that clock moving, too. It's only the second quarter, 8-7. If you're just joining us, 8-7 is the score in which Sophie B. Wright leads Patrick Taylor here live from Muscarino Stadium on the Hash It Out Show Game of the Week. I formation again for the Tigers as they have 2 receivers lined up to the near side. Tran looking. He's going to have 10 seconds. That is, what happened here?
Bryce Boutique ran into the back of his own lineman.
Yep.
And then he gets tackled in the backfield for a loss of 2.
Deshaun Smith making the tackle for Sophie B. Wright.
Second down and about 12. He loses about a 3-yard loss, they're going to call it.
And you got to credit Deshaun Smith. He won that battle with that offensive lineman and got him back.
Yes, sir.
That surge got him there.
Yep, that's it. And as an offensive lineman, you got to take more pride in that. Don't let him do it the second time now.
Right.
So the Tigers now 2nd and 13 from behind the sticks. They're in the plus side of the territory. 9 seconds to go on the play clock. And 4:39 to go before halftime. Tran pitches it to Bryce Boutique, and he doesn't get much on that play. Now, the last 2 plays, JB, Sophie B. Wright's been able to get into those gaps and shut that down.
They surely have. Big 2 defensive stops from Sophie B. Wright.
So now it sets up a 3rd and long, VK Jones, as the Tigers look to try to generate something off the turnover.
Well, you might have to still stick with your game plan because it's a 4-down territory here, but I wouldn't be surprised Tran might go to the air here.
Oh, I think so.
3rd and 11 for the Tigers. Lining up here, 2 receivers to the near side. Got a power formation again. Tran. That's a keep to the outside. He's got to try to get the corner. He's not going to get the first. I can tell you that. No, he's about 5 yards, maybe 6. Yeah, Tran, Sophie B. Wright again. That backside pursuit was able to force Tran out well before the mark.
Doing a better job more than anything else, getting to that outside, making sure that the run lanes are not there for Patrick Taylor.
4-down territory for the Tigers, you would think, JB.
I would think so on the 32-yard line, but they got to go 13 yards. They have to put the ball in the air.
Well,
Yes.
you would think so. The last foul,
One or two things are going to happen. Tran will go to the air, or it might be a halfback pass.
that's
Halfback pass
interesting
might be
wrinkle.
open.
It might be. So Tran lines up. Two receivers to the far side. Tran fakes the handoff. He rolls right, and he's going to go down.
Credit the Sophie B. Wright defense.
Yes,
Sack
sir.
from number 23.
23 is
Avante McKinnis.
Avante McKinnis
That
with
guy's
the
name,
sack.
we've called him a lot tonight.
Yes, we have, and the coverage was spot on. No one was open on the passing play. Credit Sophie B. Wright's defense with another stop.
Stop
I'm
there.
sorry, VK. 2 possessions. I wanted to come to you on this. 2 possessions for Patrick Taylor. One with the 8-minute drive, they got nothing. Second possession, they were on the plus side of the field, get nothing. That could come back to get them, and they're trailing.
I agree. I definitely agree on that one. Especially if Sophie B continues to make plays when they need it.
Wonder if they're starting to figure them out. We'll see. Sophie B lining up, bunch formation to the left. Excuse me. Good hands up. You know, one of the big uglies got a hold of that ball, JB.
He
and just
sure
swatted
did.
it
I'm
down.
trying to see his number, but, man, did he get his hands on the ball?
And I believe that was 68 who went up and got
Jackson
that one.
Norwood.
Okay,
Yes.
there you go.
For Patrick Taylor. But, yeah, one of them big-handed uglies got that ball.
Yes, he did.
Jackson Norwood, one of my former karate students. I told him he need to go play football. I did tell him that.
Yep.
Wow.
Good play right there. Good reaction.
I
And
know you
Chester didn't get enough on that ball.
I know you're probably going to give him a big hug after the game is over.
For sure. For sure. But Sophie B. Wright lines it up. 2nd down and 10. They are lining up in a shotgun. Chester with the back split, both sides to him. He's going to look. He's going to drop back and throw. And that's pass interference. How do you not call? I mean, that ball's a little
I'm
over.
going to disagree with you. That ball wasn't catchable with that wide receiver. The safety was back there, so they had to pick.
Surely.
Good. Positive.
He pushed, and I agree on that, but Scott got pushed down well before that ball got out of his hands.
Well, guess what?
It's true.
It wasn't catchable.
I ain't gonna lie, there's a lot of pass interference that's called even when it's not catchable in high school. So that could have been called.
I disagree with you.
Agendas.
I do not think that ball was catchable.
3rd down and 10.
Well,
Sophie
all I'm
B.
gonna tell
throwing
you,
this.
I understand what you're saying, Jared. I get it, but we have seen it in high school that has been called even if it's
And
not
I'm going to say
uncatchable.
this. The refs agree with me.
Okay.
They're more important than we are.
Okay.
So
Next play.
the Warriors lining up 3rd and 10. Chester, 3-step drop. He's got a man open. That's Scott. And that's going to be, that would have been a great catch.
The mistake was he tried to catch it with one hand.
Yeah, you gotta
when he could have easily caught it with 2 hands.
Got to put 2 on it. He gets that ball if he gets
Osiris Scott got to be smarter
I mean,
than that.
man.
2 hands.
I agree. 2 hands is fundamentals, and you got to do that. Why try for 1?
4th down, right?
That's
so 3 downs, punt, and Patrick Taylor will get this ball. What do we have? 3:24 to go before halftime.
And I'm going to say this. The Patrick Taylor fans have a big relief right there.
They were, because that was wide open. That dude, Scott was wide
They're going to
open.
come back to that play later on.
Yep. So this is going to be a quick. Oh, no. They're going to fake the punt. Oh, it's a pass, and he got it. 1st down, Warriors. That was a pretty unique design.
I'm going to say this.
Go ahead.
Great play on this fake pooch kick, but he was past the line of scrimmage.
I think he was.
He was past the line of scrimmage. That's
I think he was.
Illegal pass.
But the referees are going to disagree with you now.
Yeah, now they will. Yeah.
Now they disagree with
Yeah.
you.
Hey.
I mean.
That's why I'm up here, and why the refs get paid.
Yeah,
big
well,
bucks.
that's why they got shortage of referees too. I don't want to, don't want to point out the obvious, but that VK, that thing was about an easy 2 yards.
And the thing about it was he was slated to punt it, and Patrick Taylor missed the tackle, and it made him improvise to try to go and make a play.
A shotgun by Sophie B. That's a handoff to, I think that's number.
That's 23 again.
23. That's Avante McKinnis, and we've called his number a lot early in this football game.
Game tackle.
What's that?
He was game tackled on
yes,
that
he
one.
was. So 2:43 to go before halftime, and now the wind is starting to pick up just a touch, and ain't nobody complaining, VK.
Not at all.
Not at all. I can just put my sleeves down.
Yeah.
Man, you used to be the warmest one out of all of us. What you talking about?
I know. I know. And I'm the one.
He got the long sleeves on.
And I'm the one. And I'm the one in short.
Yeah.
So, I come ready for this kind of weather. I love it.
Hey, I got my jacket in my bag, man. I'm ready too, but
So the Warriors line it up, first down, and it's a stack formation. This is Chester thinking, all right, he's going to hand it off. This is number 6, I think. Well, might be Danny Francis.
That's Danny Francis.
Yeah, it's
number
5.
5.
Danny Francis. I thought so. Sophie B. Wright and the white
Goes outside. Looks like
uniforms
it's about a yard
with
short.
what looks like blue trim. Patrick Taylor in the blue with the white trim. So, hey, a lot of blue and white tonight here at Muscatine on the Hash It Out Show Game of the Week.
Blue,
so,
blue is the best color in the whole wide world. You didn't
I
know
agree.
Yep, absolutely.
I agree.
That? All right.
Okay. Distraction. 1.5 minutes to go. You know what? Sophie B. Wright's got to watch the clock. Remember, they don't have a timeout to play
I
with.
think they have one
They
left.
got one left.
They have
do
one
have
left.
Well, this is a
It's
handoff.
McGinnis.
That's Avante McKinnis once again.
He's down the sideline.
He's going to go.
Wow.
That's a touch.
Yep.
Avante McKinnis on the carry.
Close.
Able to score a Sophie B. Wright touchdown.
That is a touchdown. That is about
32 yards.
32 on the touch. And Sophie B. Wright extends to a 14-7 lead pending. Well, they went for 2 the last time, so they're going to probably do it again. But this 2-point conversion, if they hit it, VK, puts them up 2 scores.
Absolutely. McKintis on the Wildcat. He went up the middle, and then he found a lane on the left side, and he took off right then and there. And nobody was in front of him when he got past.
You know
Well,
what you see?
he made a couple guys miss.
He did.
And then he broke down the sideline.
They tackled Wynn, not him.
I
So
like that.
Yes.
they didn't tackle the player. They tackled the air. So that's not good. 2-point conversion for the Warriors, and there's a flag. What do we have? 3 seconds on the play clock. What do we have?
That ref has an arm. He
Yeah, he
threw that
does.
flag 15 yards.
I know.
On the spot. On the spot. The line of scrimmage.
And that flag was a tight spiral.
Yes.
So
Jeez.
give the ref a little kudos. Give that guy a raise.
There you go.
Right, VK?
Yep.
I mean,
Threw that one, man.
yeah, he
hard.
did. Tight spiral.
That's too hard there. I hope he didn't knock nobody out.
Oh,
But
no.
Thank goodness, but it was hard.
Well-
It was a hard throw.
I mean, so now Sophie B. Wright a little more difficult. They're stacking it up. Chester is going to keep, and he's going to go around Ed.
Uh-oh.
He's going to throw it,
Oh,
and that's a. Did he catch it?
nope.
Incomplete.
Okay, incomplete. So the 2-point conversion is no good, which makes the score still Sophie B. Wright 14, Patrick Taylor 7. Keep it here. Let's hear from one of our sponsors, VK.
Well, let me get to one of our sponsors right quick, my friend. There's been a lot going on tonight. Black Hawk Hauling is your go-to company for construction material delivery, residential delivery, landscaping material delivery, plus an extensive selection of quality materials ideal for yard filling, drainage, and landscaping. They deliver lumber, landscaping materials, and anything that's needed on a job site. Their drivers can meet you at any store to deliver your purchase to your home. They deliver topsoil, mulch, gravel, and sand. Services at Black Hawk Hauling are available to residential and commercial customers. Contact Black Hawk Hauling at 504-460-5046 or visit www.blackhawknola.com and shout out to the CEO, Mr. Walter Robinson.
And tell him to hash it out.
Our
So
show
sent you. That's what's up. So Sophie B. Wright is going to kick this off, and this is going to be a nice little kick right here. Patrick Taylor will get it, and they will cut it up. That's number 27, Logan Rogers. And he's going to take it to the outside and give the Tigers pretty good field position, VK.
Very good return right there for Rogers. Good blocking up front. And he was looking for more right there. So it's nice field position right here for Patrick Taylor.
Tigers are going to operate from their own 37. 1:09 to go before halftime. Trailing 14-7, JB.
Oh, got to put it in the air now.
Well, let's see. Trent, I think, watching him in warm-ups, he looks like he has a live arm.
Yes.
From what I see. I like what I saw. Tight spiral. But then again, throwing to your warm-ups is different than throwing with heat coming. So this is going to be a pitch. And this is a fumble, and he still hasn't got it. And that's 22.
Feister.
Harrison Feister. Lucky he fell on it. That looked like a hot potato to him, VK.
Man, I tell you, man, he's got to pay attention more than anything else.
Yeah.
To the ball.
Secure the
especially when
ball.
it's pitch. Yes, you got to secure it. You have
Yeah,
to.
but I I'm not in agreement with the play call.
I can agree with that
Yeah,
too.
you got to get down the field.
You're under 2 minutes in
Yes,
half.
1 minute left, yes.
And I was curious to see if Patrick Taylor has some kind of a 2-minute drill. That was the biggest thing I was curious about. But it's funny how we did the ad before the kickoff and stuff like that. The band was playing for Sophie B, and all of a sudden we got the ad done right when the music finished.
There you go.
And the kickoff.
Symmetry, baby. Symmetry.
Yes.
What's wrong with that?
Just
But
got
at halftime, we will hear from both coaches, Sophie B. Wright's Coach Dorsey and Patrick Taylor's Coach Kenny Bourgeois Jr., both great, outstanding young men leading good programs that have really made their mark this year, especially both sides with great records.
Yes, absolutely. And we'd like to thank both schools for having us to broadcast this game tonight, especially for Patrick Taylor having us here tonight at Musburlino to do this ball game. We got week 8 through 10 booked. We cannot wait to bring it to you the next 3 weeks.
Scintillating matchups on paper. Westgate, Lafayette Christian next week, and Westgate, St. Thomas More week 9, and then it was it's still Curtis and Carr. All right, Tran is going to roll. He's going to throw it.
Wide open.
Lob pass, and he gets it. This is 24, I think.
And it's number 19, Owen Quakely, the tight end with the catch.
And you said throw it. They did. Big play right there, but they're still on their
side. Hurry up because he got tackled inbounds. It's not a first down.
One timeout. One timeout. And the PA guy's trying to encourage them too. You heard that?
Yes.
So Patrick Taylor doesn't have the first down. They get a good chunk of it.
They did get the first down, but the clock running.
Tran is going to get swallowed up. I thought he was going to pitch it to your man Feister right here, 22. I thought he was going to pitch it to him, but a little indecision there, JB, and that's not good when you're operating with short time.
Credit number 45, Jaheim Thomas, Sophie B. Wright with the sack.
And Sophie B. Wright, VK, will get this ball to start the second half.
Well, here's my question. Why did Patrick Taylor call a timeout and it's fourth down?
I have
they must have gave him that first down.
They did give him that first down.
Okay, they did. Okay, all right.
So now that explains that.
Yeah.
So let's see what the Tigers do. No timeouts, 21 seconds to go, VK.
And you got to think about this. You think about these next 3 weeks. The last game we talked about Carr and Curtis. This could be probably maybe the game of the year, especially if Curtis wins the next couple of weeks. This could be a straight up, not just potential district championship for Edna Carr if they get there, but for John Curtis, a record-breaking potential night.
That would be amazing to get to that game with Curtis having a shot to JT Curtis, one of the nicest guys to talk to. I mean, just calling it what it is. But for a record breaker, we would have that opportunity to do that game. Man, I can't wait if that happens.
Absolutely.
So the Tigers will line up first down. This is Tran, and look at the blitz by Sophie B.
Avante McKinnis
again
playing both sides of the ball with
that
the
guy,
sack.
I have a safe bet, VK, that guy is going to be a guy you talk to in the post game.
He's came through like a rocket just now, man. Went through the offensive line
untouched
quickly.
Untouched. So 3, 2, 1. We are at halftime of the Hash It Out Show Game of the Week. Your score: Patrick Taylor is trailing Sophie B. Wright 14-7. We're going to halftime. This is George Peppers along with VK Jones and the CEO of the Hash It Out Show, the man, the myth, the legend, Jared J.B. Boyd. We'll be back with you for the second half, but stay tuned to hear the coaches of both teams as we take it at halftime. We'll be back.
For the best pizza in Metro New Orleans, then you're in the right place. Moe's Pizza has a great selection of Italian food that can satisfy your appetite, and they can also cater to your needs in any event. Give them a call at 504-341-9650 or log on to www.moespizzanola.com, located at 1112 Avenue H in West Wego, Louisiana. Moe's Pizza, Italians do it better. So you mentioned in the pregame about how Livingston Collegiate was a middle school, now becoming a high school. Same thing with Sophie B. Wright. There was a junior high a long time ago, and all of a sudden it became a high school. And I think now it's been maybe over a decade since this school has been opening and everything else since it's been open and a lot of things have been thriving from the academics to athletics. What you could say about what everything that Sophie B. Wright has done going forward?
Yeah, man, it's you're right. I did miss that. We were middle school over a decade ago, and when you think about that, man, you think about your alumni, man. Those guys are not even old, so being able to now be a varsity school and create that varsity culture, it's real. It's something to really look at, man, and see how these schools that started fairly new and now they're having a little success, and hopefully that continues.
And it seems like that's huge for y'all because it's like you're starting a new generation, man. You know what I'm saying? You're doing something yourselves. You look at Livingston and all these other new schools. It's starting a new generation type of kids, and it's something that they can keep for years to come because they're young and it's gonna build up things for a long, long time. And it's something that potentially a Landry Walker could have had, but it didn't happen. But at the same time, it's something new and it's something that's great for the city.
Right. Yeah, man, it's real great. Because I was just talking with my dad not too long ago, and we were kind of just amazed at how there's so many schools here in New Orleans now, and then a lot of the schools that you wouldn't even think would get a shot at even getting to the playoffs. You see a lot more of these teams now becoming football type environments, man, and it's just amazing to see, and that just goes to administration putting coaches in place to build their programs, man, and I just love to see it.
And you got a lot of support from the fan base, but not just that. Big time support by athletic director Jason Bertrand, who's has done wonders at the school since he's been there, built the program from the ground up. How things has been going with him and your relationship, but especially how the athletics has really been growing over at Sophie B. Wright.
Yeah, man. Well, Jason is no longer the athletic director now. The athletic director is now Keyshawn Johnson.
Okay.
She was a former girls basketball coach there now. She's the daughter of Coach C.J. Johnson, that was a former receiver coach for the Saints. And but with Bertrand, man, he's like a big brother to me, man. He's the guy that kind of hired me to come in and be kind of just showing me the lay of the land, giving big time advice on things within the program, and and then also seeing the success that he's having with basketball and success he's had. So it's always good to have that big brother figure that's going to steer you in the right direction and give you some good advice.
And it's good that he's still there more than anything. He's been going through a lot. It looks like a lot of pressure's off him now since the AD position's off him. And he's just focused on basketball more than anything else. Because I know it's a lot of balance that he has and you have, balance in family and athletics.
Right. Oh, yeah, man. That makes it, the whole family piece, if you have them on your side, helping you out and supporting you, it makes everything a lot easier. And then the fact that his load is a lot lesser now, he's locked in on basketball and his day job. So now he has to focus on getting those kids where he needs to be. And I think you can see it, man. The basketball kids are working so hard right now. I can't wait to see them perform this year. And so it's good that he's still doing it, and I'm blessed because I still have him there giving me that advice, even though he doesn't have to, even though he's not in that role of athletic director, but still steering me in the right direction.
What's the future of Sophie B. Wright High School?
And I think we're going to continue to build this winning culture. We're going to continue to make it attractable for guys that want to come in and help us, and I'm just excited to see where we're gonna go, man. We've been going up since we were all hired there, and I just want to continue to climb to where we get to the point where people are talking about, the Warren Eastons, the car, and you can't forget about the Sophie B. Wrights. That's our goal, and so that's what we're trying to hit. it's been huge having the support that we have here. When I first got here, I told y'all on the show last week, we did 2 years sub-varsity. And, that had a lot to do with us figuring out personnel and scheme because we could, I guess the word be experiment with what we wanted to do because it wasn't on a stage for varsity. So we had a lot of chances to make mistakes and figure it out and go back to the drawing board. But between getting that grace period and the support from the administrators, my principal, my athletic director, the parents, and then being able to keep this coaching staff together the whole time and the kids has really, allowed us to take such a big jump in year 2 of varsity. So it's just a really good little situation that I just kind of timing worked out for me to fall into.
Seems like you guys, you are really like the new kids on the block within Jefferson Parish, especially with the magnet program. And, it seems like, you guys are on the verge of, really trying to take over, especially in athletics, the way the basketball team and not a football team and baseball teams are making moves and everything else, comparing to what Thomas Jefferson and Haynes is trying to do. And you just really coming out the gate and trying to say, hey, we're here too, and we're trying to compete, but not just compete, we're trying to win.
Yeah, so we've had those other sports for longer than football, but we would have kids go to school and they want to be able to have the whole experience. And Patrick Taylor, all the magnet schools, we get good athletes, more than people think. Well, Patrick Taylor would get some, and they would transfer after middle school because, they loved basketball and baseball and stuff, but they didn't have football. So they would go to those other schools because they had football as well that they could compete in. And now that we have football, we're keeping more of those kids because now they can do all 3 if they want. And, I think that's what's helped us too. And like you said, being the newer campus of the 3, and, we've kind of got a sweet spot too. Haynes is on the East Bank, Thomas Jefferson's in Gretna. We are right by the Huey P. So kids can, it's not hard to come over here from the East Bank because we're right across the river. And, we've got a unique little situation even amongst the magnet schools. And, I think that's helped with athletics as well.
Well, you look at the student body and everything else. I'm wondering if Patrick Taylor has, out of the enrollment, out the 3, is it even with the other 2, or y'all have the smallest enrollment out the 3?
So I think us and Haynes, if I'm not mistaken, are pretty comparable. TJ's is a little bit smaller, and I think that just had to do with their campus before they moved. And that's why they're playing 2A right now. I don't know if those schools closed in Jefferson Parish are going to affect our enrollment. But, last time I was told, I think us and Haynes are like right smack in the middle of 3A. So it's very comparable.
Absolutely. You guys, it's unbelievable that, the one issue you have to deal with, but you're dealing with it very well, and you feel like it doesn't matter, is the place you have to play, especially when you're the home team. You've been playing in various places this season, and especially some very big ball games, like this ball game here, and you would think that you would be playing in Hoss Memphis, but all of a sudden, Hoss Memphis or Joe Yenny, you wind up playing at Mus Bertolino, but you seem like you just don't have a problem with it at all. But I know it's a problem for a lot of teams across the city and the state, especially in this part with places to play.
Yeah, well, that comes down to Jefferson Parish. It's I think it's the biggest school system in the state, and there's over 10 high schools that have to share 2 stadiums. So that's why we get a lot of Saturday games in our area. And given the choice between playing a Saturday and getting a chance to go play at a Bertolino and have our kids and coaches not have to give up their whole weekend, and still get the game in. Our guys are willing to go play,
not necessarily in the big stadium, as long as it's a field to play on, you know. So that's how that worked out, and you know, that affects, I find, Jefferson Parish and Orleans more than most other places, because it is so much more populated and there's so many more schools, but less space to have more stadiums like you get in the river parishes and the North Shore and other spots around the state. So that's why we're at Bertolino. But like you said, it's not an issue. We're gonna go play. They got a field with lines and goalposts. We're ready to go.
Now, what is the goal as a head coach for you for this Patrick Taylor football program?
The goal is to, you know, compete, and you know, now that we have the select non-select definition down, we you know, I feel like you've got to earn the playoffs again. Not that you didn't before with the split, but it, you know, you could you didn't have to have a winning record to get in. You know, so my goal every year is, you know, we've got to win enough games, and we got to get in the playoff and earn a spot. If we can do that, you know, we can keep the program going, and then, you know, once you get the playoffs, it's anyone's game. You're hopefully peaking. So that's the goal every year with this program.
And you're just hoping that, you know what I'm saying, down the line, you know, your father one time, you know, plenty of playoff appearances, deep playoff runs. The time he took over for Billy North and taking John Era to the state semifinals and really gave Evangel all the you know what they can give them in a semifinal game. Do you really try to hopefully see Patrick Taylor down the line to make a deep playoff run soon and a possibility of a chance of winning a state championship?
Oh, of course. You know, I was lucky. You know, my dad, he coached for a long time, and they got to the semis many times. You know, he won. He was part of the first state championship at Eric as a player, but he never got there as a coach. You know, I was lucky enough, my first year of coaching high school football was at Riverside Academy with Coach Stubbs, and we won it that year, and it was an awesome feeling. So, you know, obviously I would love to get there as a head coach, and I would love to do it at Pat Taylor. You know, time will tell. You just got to keep working, and, you know, you never know. It could just be one of those years down the road. And, you know, like I said, the goal is make the playoffs and be peaking every year that time of year, and then push through the gauntlet. So,
what's the future of Patrick Taylor High School? I mean, the school has been really growing in itself. It continues to, you know, the facility is fairly new, and on top of that, it continues to add on to things. I know you probably will try to maybe get a practice field or something. What's in the future for Patrick Taylor High School as a whole?
Like you said, hopefully we just keep growing the athletics program. You know, we got a new gym last year, so we're looking to hopefully expand the weight room, and, you know, just keep on growing, and hopefully we just keep having success in all of our sports.
And welcome back to the Hash It Out Show, game of the week. 14-7, Sophie B. Wright leading Patrick Taylor. And so far, interesting one here. VK Jones, George Peppers, and Jared J.B. Boyd. Let's start with you, Jared. Your thoughts of the first half of this ball game. It seems like Sophie B. made some adjustments and is slowing down Patrick Taylor.
They made some adjustments. The two huge stops on their side of the field also is what's helped them majorly, and the fumble. That's what helped them. But for Sophie B. Wright, not making a lot of mistakes. One fumble, but like I said, if they limit their turnovers, they can be victorious.
Absolutely. George Peppers, your thoughts? And it seemed like, you know, Patrick Taylor, what they're going to have to do in the second half to get things going offensively after the success they had earlier.
It's not that they're struggling offensively. What's going on is they're beating themselves. You know, you mentioned the fumble. The two possessions where they had elongated drives and got nothing. they're just going to have to execute in the second half. And it stands to reason that they can win this football game if they just execute, stay with what works. But I told you during the halftime, BK, and I want to get Jared's opinion, I wonder if Ethan Tran is thinking about throwing this a little bit. I don't want to get away from the run if I'm Patrick Taylor, but kind of mix it up a little bit because Sophie B is starting to close those gaps that were there in the first half.
I would like to see them continue to run the ball, but what I want to see is a couple play action.
Yeah.
I think your running game has been working. If you could draw them in, a play action is going
And
to
you
work.
catch them up top, and guess what? Bam.
Yes.
Absolutely on that one. Should be very interesting to see what happens with both of these teams.
We can tell you, Crescent City Sports is doing Terrebonne and Destrehan. The last check I had at 2:40 to go in the opening stanza, Destrehan leads Terrebonne 7-0. Going to try to effort to get some other scores, especially with some of the other games that are being played tonight, BK, and some good ones that we talked about in the pregame and the countdown to kickoff, as both teams are trying to about ready to enter the field here in a matter of a minute or so. Keeping it here, let's talk about this second half for Sophie B. Wright. Offensively, they seem to have hit their stride a little bit here at the back end of this first half. BK, what do the Warriors have to do to, one, maintain things, and two, what do they have to do defensively to keep doing what they're doing?
Offensively, they got to continue to, run the ball, mix the run and the pass, especially with McKinnis, the way he's been playing in this first half, the way he's been making big plays and everything else. But also Paul Chester's got to continue to make plays as well. I like how he's running it. I like how he's throwing the ball as well. So he's going to have to continue performing defensively. The defense has got to continue to just dig in, get in the gaps, but also make sure on the options that everybody is covering.
And JB, Avante McKinnis has been an absolute star in this first half for Sophie Wright. Probably a guy we're going to talk to in the post game for the Hash It Out show. For the Warriors, what do you think they have to do? They're in front. I mean, stick with the plan for one, but is there something that you feel like they need that you see in Patrick Taylor's defense that Sophie B can find that they haven't tried?
Tell you what, running game has worked a little bit, but a big passing play. I want to see the pass a little bit more because I think they can expose the defensive backs of Patrick Taylor. We saw it on one play where Siren went to catch the ball on one hand instead of two. And the way the DBs are playing off, like about good 8 to 10 yards, I think it's easy for crossing patterns, slant patterns, comeback routes all day.
Nevertheless, I think we're in for an entertaining second half. I have that feeling we're going to take this thing down to the wire again. I feel like this is such a competitive matchup. Both teams have done good things on both sides of the ball. I feel like if they can play clean in the second half, gentlemen, we're in for a nice one here for the second half on the Hash It Out Show game of the week for week 7. And we're ready to do it here. Patrick Taylor is going to line up and kick this thing off. Sophie B. Wright. Wrong. What am I saying? They got two guys lined up. And for those of you watching the Thursday night NFL game on Prime, get away from that. It's a board fence. It's 3-0 Chiefs. Come listen to us and a more entertaining game right now. Huh, JB?
Very much so. Very much so. This is the spot to be at.
Correct. And it's not. And the kickoff is going to happen short against the wind. Sophie B gets it. And they're going to get great field position regardless. BK, short kickoff, though.
Yes, very short kickoff on that one.
About the 48. Their own 48-yard line. Great field position for the Warriors as they look to try to extend this lead. It's 14-7.
Very much so, very much so. Now let's see what the Warriors will do on offense. Can they strike fast and put Patrick Taylor in a world of trouble? Because Patrick Taylor's game is really not made.
Not throwing it, no.
Throwing and coming back.
Or making up deficits like a potential 2-score. But
correct.
We'll see. Just starting the second half. If you're just tuning in, stay with us. We're in for a fun second half. Sophie B. Wright leading Patrick Taylor 14-7. This is Chester with a one-back set, and he's going to hand it off. And 23. That's Avante McKinnis. Guess who? Again. That guy is everywhere tonight. On defense, VK. Offense, he's made plays. This young man has got big time ability.
Looks like he's going to be the player of the game tonight.
If they win it.
If they win it, man. I mean, he's doing it all tonight.
Hash it out, show player of the game. I like that.
I like that.
And the scary part about him, he's a junior.
I know. He's got one more year to terrorize 9-3A, huh?
Yep.
I mean, and excuse me for saying it that way. I mean, or actually cause migraines for 9-3A. let's kind of be nice here. Second down and short though for the Warriors. 3 men in motion. Interesting formation. All guys are going to line up flood to the near side. Chester is going to get not a clean snap, but he gets it, and he's got room, and he's going to get the first down for Sophie B. Wright.
Very good play call. You wanted to show that you was going to do a screen. Mm-hmm. Everybody went to that side. Quarterback draw up the middle. Very good play.
And exactly. Credit the O-line though for making that happen. I mean, they were able to seal off the exterior. And that's what gave Chester the impetus to get that play off and run for the first down. Warriors now threatening to extend this lead. 10.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Sophie B. Wright leading it 14-7. 2 receivers lined up to the far side. And a handoff to, is that McInnes?
That is McInnes.
Yep. And this time Patrick Taylor staying at home and able to commandeer him but not after a short game.
Sticking to your keys and your assignments on defense.
Yep.
And that's what Patrick Taylor did.
Yep, on that play.
Yep, very much agreed on that one. I mean, good job there. They had to dig in. That offensive line is pretty big for Sophie B, but I tell you, Patrick Taylor stayed home, and that's what he needed to do.
They got a guy at 315 on that line, Sophie B. Wright. I was pointing out to JB at the pregame, number 60, was it 65? 55. 6'3", 315, and a junior. The growth spurt ain't hit yet. Well, if it did, boy, oh boy, look out. But just having a little fun here. 9.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Sophie B. Wright threatening to extend this game from the 14-7 lead. Power formation. Chester fakes the handoff. He's going to take it to the outside, and he's going to cut it back, and he gets tripped up, but not before he picks up another critical first down. So the Warriors, BK, threatening to extend this thing to a 2-score deficit, and Patrick Taylor, as Jared was pointing out, don't think they're built to come back from that.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, man. The defense has got to really step in and find a way, but I'll tell you one thing, Paul Chester and that Sophie offense is having their way right now.
Well, the last few plays, DB, the Warriors have had the number on Patrick Taylor. They've been able to generate some gaps and good blocks, and as he handed off to guess who, Avante McInnes, he's going to go in. Touchdown. Poor tackling by Patrick Taylor. There were 2 or 3 guys that had a hand on him and didn't even bring him down. That's a 11, what is it, about a 13-yard run?
13-yard run.
13-yard touchdown. Avante McInnes, I think he's going to be the guy you talk to if Sophie B.
We all
wins it.
going to talk to him.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And 20-7, 2-point conversion up, forthcoming for Sophie B. Wright. Yeah, that's what I said. I know. But Warriors lining up, ready to go for this 2-point conversion. 20-7 is the new score with 8:41 to go in the third quarter. Chester lines up with a single set. I thought he was gonna act like he was gonna drop back. He runs it up the gut. I'm not sure he got in though. Don't think so. No, he did not. The second failed 2-point conversion by Sophie B. Wright. So it's 20-7 for the Warriors in front, Darren. And the Tigers are in a spot of trouble.
They're in a spot of trouble now. It's for a team that's not
built
to play from behind. Now you have to down by 2 scores. So now
I don't know if you get away completely, do you? I don't think you get completely away from what you've done.
I'm not saying getting completely away.
But kind of start throwing it a little bit. Mix it up.
You have to. You have to. Now, you have time. 8:41 left.
Third quarter.
Yes, third quarter. You can get down there and your running game and score a touchdown. Good, you're in the game. Now you just need a stop.
Exactly.
It's not over, but
this is a critical drive right here for Patrick Taylor.
Oh, no doubt. Feels like one of those drives where they got to get something.
And if you're Patrick Taylor, your goal is to score on this drive. It doesn't matter if it's a field goal or not. You must score.
How about
possessions are getting shorter and
absolutely. And how about this? How about Patrick Taylor eat the clock and this time pay off?
Yes.
You know, eat the clock and keep Sophie B's offense off the field. Look, there's a breeze kickoff here. And, oh, wow. Oh, wow. I thought he was down. Look at this.
Jeremy Gibson.
That's Gibson. There he goes to the 40, to the 35, tripped up at the 32, and wouldn't you know it, we talked about a key. Gibson coming through.
I said Gibson needs to be the X factor. This is on kickoff, and he ran it about good 45 yards.
Yep.
Now, I would try to find a way to get Gibson the ball.
Involve him. Involve him.
Yes.
You know. And Gibson, first time we've called his name tonight.
Yes, I mean, that's huge right there, and that's what Patrick Taylor needed. That's a big lift right there. Now they got to take advantage of it.
So now Patrick Taylor looking to the sideline, and I hear a band trying to play.
That Sophie B. Wright band.
That is Sophie B. Wright. So far, they got the right combination. They lead 20-7 here on the Hash It Out Show Game of the Week as the Warrior Band trying to key up. Tran going to line up in the shotgun. Actually, no, under center. I'm sorry. That's going to be a keep for Ethan Tran, and he's trying. He picks up at about 2 yards. 2nd and 8, Tigers. 8:18 to go, VK Jones. Third quarter.
I got to tell you, you know what I'm saying, not surprising that they went to the ground first, but now the next play, they got to really mix it up. Play action pass or maybe something to the outside. They got to do something here to move the ball.
I think you stay at home and go with what's worked. But, yeah, you do mix it up at some point on this drive. Tran lining up under the center. 2 receivers lined up to the near side. And Tran will take the snap. This is going to be a handoff up the gut, and they pick up another 2 to 3 yards. That 3 yards on the clock, it does work if you're in front. So it's 3rd and 5, Tigers, as they look to respond and try to get themselves back to within a score.
An option play probably is coming up here, or play action would be interesting because somebody might get slipped up if they do it right.
Well, they're stacking up I formation. 2 receivers line up to the near side, and Sophie B. Wright is pointing at Patrick Taylor, seeing what they're trying to see. I don't know if they think somebody jumped. I don't think any of that. 10 seconds on the play clock. 7:10 to go in the third quarter. Tran is going to pitch. That's a little high, and that's Feister, I'm sorry. Takes it to the outside, and he picks up a very critical first down, Jared.
Well, he made one man miss.
Yep.
And that's what got him the first down.
Wasn't the cleanest pitch though, BK, but it still managed to get that first.
Yes, absolutely. Just didn't give up on the play, and he wound up making that play right there. That's big for
and now we got a flag.
And
late,
flag.
very late. That's unsportsmanlike. That's going to be unsportsmanlike, but on who, though? As I was listening to you, I turned to look, and the flag came very late. Not the cleanest throw of that flag that time. I don't know if it was the same official, though. The one that threw that flag the other time. What was it?
Call.
But what do we have?
Sportsmanlike conduct.
Yep, that I have, but on who?
On Sophie B.
Not exactly what you want to do if you're the Warriors, Jared. I mean, you gave up the first. There it is. Yep. Wow. Silly mistake right there, Jared.
Got to be more disciplined.
Yes.
Yep.
More discipline. Do not give any more motivation to Patrick Taylor by doing senseless penalties.
Goal-to-goal situation, 1st and goal, Patrick Taylor, as they try to get themselves within a score. Ethan Tran will line up under center. There is Feister in the backfield, and this is going to be a keeper for Tran. Cuts it to the inside. Touchdown, Tigers. Back in it they are, 20-13. 5 yards. 5 yards on the run by Ethan Tran. Yeah, 5 yards. And another late flag. Look at this. There it is. Two flags. Look at this. What is this, though? Let's see. That's another late flag. And if this is another unsportsmanlike, BK, that's going to be on the kickoff.
I'll tell you one thing, man. Sophie B's got to really calm down right now. They got to get some composure here because I tell you, you don't want that momentum to go away for your team.
The other thing, Jared, as you putting down the number, if you're Sophie B, you're in front. Why are you doing this?
It's called being undisciplined.
Oh, another flag.
Unfortunately, to say that, you got to be disciplined. I just said it a minute ago.
Yeah, but that's, and then look, they're kids. We get it.
Yeah.
It's understood. But emotions do get high a little bit. 6:20 to go in the third quarter. 20-13. We got a 2-point conversion.
Because they had a false start on Patrick Taylor. That's gonna take the yardage for the kicker to be out of range.
Oh, okay.
So they're going for 2.
All right, makes sense. I mean, they're still down 1 score, Jared. Even if they miss it, it's a 7-point deficit. Tran will come up under center. 2 receivers lined up to the near side. Stack formation in the backfield. Tran is going to drop back. And, oh, wow. Nope, he's down.
Wow.
They're going to rule him down. 2-point conversion, no good. Sophie B. Wright thought they had a strip and recovery.
With 6:21 left to play in the third.
They can't run that back?
Sophie B. Wright still leads.
I don't know if it got away from him.
Because it was a clear fumble.
I mean, it was, but
No,
the whistle blew.
they don't do converted 2-point conversions. Or the only thing they do is for field goal kicks, they can return it.
Just
But if
a
it's
regular
a-
field goal kick, not a
regular
2-point
field goal kick.
conversion.
But if it's a clear strip, and if it's a clear strip,
On a 2-point conversion, and an extra point PAT, they cannot return it back. They
I
can
got
make a
you.
stop. They can't return it back.
That was my question
But
for high
right.
school.
a regular field goal block, you can take it back.
getting educated on the Hash It Out Show Game of the Week.
High school.
I know.
Because at one time they did stop that rule on regular field goals, but they not too long brought that back.
Right. So now the Tigers, on an all-important drive, they managed to get a touchdown. Ethan Tran, the Wonder Kid quarterback, took it into his own hands, got a 5-yard score, and it's 20-13. Sophie B. Wright with 6:21 to go in the third quarter. Tigers going to kick it off short, and this is going to be, is that Avante?
Oh,
No,
man.
that's,
He has a
he might have something.
No.
No, not quite. But they get great field position. That was number 12 for Sophie B.
Donovan
Wright.
Taylor.
Who?
Donovan Taylor.
Donovan Taylor. So the Warriors now looking to answer the Tigers and try to take back the momentum that is now on Patrick Taylor's side. Important drive for the Warriors because what helped Patrick Taylor? 2 unsportsmanlike conduct penalties.
Yes,
That's what helped him.
big time right there.
So, good Lord. Okay. Sophie B. Wright lining it up 1st and 10 from great field position at their own 40. So, Chester will hand it off. This is 22.
Handoff again goes to number 22.
That's Brian Jackson.
Brian Jackson. Okay, they threw us off there for a second.
Yes. But he's been getting some carries.
Yes, he has. So, 2nd down and about 8. Picked up 2 yards on that play. Sophie B. Wright leading this game, the Hash It Out Show Game of the Week here on TSPNSports.com. We have 5:43 to go in a very entertaining game here at Must Bernalino. Nice gentle breeze, no rain. That's a good thing. And this is a pitch. Oh, and a fumble. Number 5 gets it back. That is Danny Francis. And big miscue. Now, Jared, 3rd and very long for Sophie B.
If I'm Patrick Taylor, it is about good 3rd and 20. You need to just play a zone defense. Know where the first down mark is at. Don't let nobody get behind you.
Nope.
It's very
Keep
important.
him
You
in
ain't got to
front of
play
you.
no man-to-man.
No. Keep him in front of you. Cover 2
Absolutely.
zone.
Absolutely.
You know, that works. So now Sophie B coming up 3rd and I'd say 20, 21 yards. So let's see what happens here. If the Tigers do get a stop, VK, this is going to be a momentum changer again.
3rd and 20, exactly right here. And I tell you, man, yeah, it would be a momentum changer going the way of Patrick Taylor to get this stop.
So let's see how Sophie B. Wright attacks this 3rd. And then we have whistles. What do we have?
Let's see. Timeout.
Timeout, Sophie B. There they go. They just burned 1.
Just in the nick of time, Sophie B.
And he
Wright
almost
calls their first time
didn't get this playoff. I mean, they did freeze it back to 25. So the timeout came just, as the PA man said, in the nick of time. Let's stay right here. And, Jared, I'll come to you. Now that, if Patrick Taylor gets this stop, Big Mo staying on their side.
Oh, without a doubt. Big time. Momentum is on their side.
Mm-hmm.
And you need to go down there and score.
Mm-hmm.
You need to go down and score and make a statement.
Let's see what the Warriors draw up here, though, on 3rd and 20. You know, that'd be interesting to see what Coach Dorsey has lined up for Sophie B to try to get this first down. So we're gonna see what happens, VK.
Yes.
Warriors play clock has not moved at all.
They just blew the whistle. There it goes.
Okay. There they go. So, shotgun for Fister. I mean, Chester, I'm sorry. Chester.
They in man-to-man.
They're
oh
in
my
man-to-man.
gosh.
Oh, wow. Chester looking flag on the play, and he's going to get sacked. Oh, ball.
He's down.
Oh, he's down. But there's a couple of flags on the play.
Gotta be legal receiver.
Yeah. That's going to be declined, and that's going to be 4th down.
And credit Patrick Taylor. Even with the man coverage, tremendous coverage.
Absolutely.
Yes.
For Patrick Taylor.
I agree.
Tremendous.
I don't understand. Okay, great coverage, but I'm like Jared. Man-to-man on 3rd and 20? No. You got to cover. You got to play cover 2.
I agree.
Zone. I mean, that's what you're doing.
It was a cover one man. They did have a one safety back
Yep.
for help. It was cover one man.
So 4th and 17 miles. Yards, man. He said 17 miles, the PA guy. Okay. So they're not going for it, I don't think.
Nope.
Oh, we got another whistle.
False start. Sophie B. Wright moving backwards here.
You're just giving Patrick Taylor big momentum again.
And you hear the crowd getting into it now.
Yep.
And if I'm Patrick Taylor, I would send the house and try to block the punt. If they go on the right angle, block it.
They got nobody. They got number 1. That one? Who is that? 8. Jerry and Steven. Oh, no, that's Sophie B. I'm sorry.
And that's Alex Fisher.
Okay. So they're not sending. They got 10 men, but not lined up. There we go. Quick kick. That's looks like a dying quail. That's going to take a heck of a bounce, though.
Number 8, Alex Fisher, should have called a fair catch. Should have called a fair catch.
Why you letting that thing bounce?
Exactly.
You got plus side of the field.
Yes.
And you let it roll, and they're going to get it in very good field position, BK. But I'm with Jaron here. You got to wave that hand up.
Yeah, sometimes you have to, but I think the way the position that Alex Fisher was in, I understand why he didn't call a fair catch. A lot of times you don't want to muff it.
There goes that man again.
I don't blame him for not calling. I get what you saying.
We know.
I get it, but at the same time, you're in the ball game. You don't want to make
Just
a
take the
mistake.
play safe, get the ball, and move this ball
all year long, bro.
Disagree.
We didn't see it.
So Tran hands it off.
Oh,
That's Boutique. He's going to go 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, 54-yard touchdown run. What a way to answer. What a way to answer. And Patrick Taylor, the crowd is in now, down 1.
Man, we just said about can this team play from behind.
They are.
And here we are, 2 touchdowns back-to-back for Patrick Taylor.
Hey,
what a
they
job.
just needed our motivation. That's what happened.
Yes.
Wow.
So now 1 or 2. I think you kick this extra point for sure.
Tied up.
Yeah, tie this thing up. And Sophie be right, VK, is on their heels now on the last 2 possessions.
Oh, man.
Let's see how they respond offensively. How do they squash the momentum that Patrick Taylor clearly has? I'm curious to see what the Warriors do. The kick is on the way, and it is good. We are tied here at Must Bernalino, and the Hash It Out Show Game of the Week. Let's take a quick timeout. You are listening to the Hash It Out Show Game of the Week.
Yeah.
Your score, Sophie B. Wright 20, Patrick Taylor 20. Will be back after this short timeout.
Ooh, we got to
The Hash It Out Show is brought to you by Barretto Home Solutions, Bayou Audio and Video, Hot Works on the North Shore, JFK Martial Arts in Mandeville and Covington, Black Hawk Hauling, Lil Dizzy's Cafe, Wags Food and Culture, Moe's Pizza, The Green Law Firm, Personal Injury Attorney, Drums Earwear.
Little late on the comeback. Patrick Taylor does kick it off. Sophie B. Wright gets good field position. You're good. It's all good. And they're going to get it. Where are they? At the 40 almost? Yep. 38. So I was telling BK, Darren, now to you, what does Sophie B. Wright got to do to curtail this big momentum shift that just happened?
So the running game has been shut down. the last 2 drives.
Yep.
Little play action, try and screen, quick routes, use the passing game a little bit.
You know what I see, though, by Paul Chester in the last 2 drives? Indecision.
Yes.
That's not good from your quarterback. That's what I see. Chester is going to hand it off. That's McInnes. And he's going to get about nothing. Nothing, because Patrick Taylor, VK, stayed at home and was able to do something they hadn't done all night. Stop him.
I think Coach Bourgeois they made some good adjustments defensively and told the D-line hit them gaps. Hit the gaps and make sure they cover the running lanes.
20-20, your score. I said this right at the foot of the second half that I had a feeling we'd be in for an entertaining one. We are. And we're going to take you all the way to the end here. 20-20 with 3 minutes and 5 seconds to go. 2nd and 10. Warriors, they line up in a power formation. Chester is a little bit under the shotgun. I'm sorry. He's going to roll right. He's going to look. He's going to look. He's going to throw it. Floating pass. Number 10 gets it. That is Paul Jones, the tight end. And he picks up a first down. And we got a little extracurricular activity, but that's quickly squashed. But they get a first down.
Good read from your quarterback.
Yep.
To see the tight end. The guy thought the quarterback was going to run. For Patrick Taylor, thought the quarterback was going to run.
Mm-hmm.
Quarterback finds the tight end. But we have an ineligible receiver downfield.
Oh, wow.
So that negates everything that just happened.
Absolutely. Paul Jones was right there in position more than anything else. Not the NWA Paul Jones, but he.
No, not him. Not that guy. Illegal man downfield. And that's a costly penalty, guys.
Yeah.
Takes away a big first down. You're on the plus side of the field. And that can't happen if you're Sophie B. Wright.
No, not at all. And I said you use the passing game to get things going. And there was a play. A passing play that got you a first down, but because of a penalty now.
And Jones using wisdom on that play, using some decisiveness. It wasn't the prettiest ball, though.
It's okay.
I mean, it still got there.
It was effective.
Got there. There you go. It was very effective.
Yep. So now we got it. What am I saying? Sophie B. Wright's got it first down. And a mile. Chester back, looking. He's going to step into the pocket. He's going to run. Cuts it to the outside 40. Looking for help. Doesn't get it. Patrick Taylor misses a tackle. And they get him out finally at the 46. Your guy on Patrick Taylor, I missed who it was. He went for him, but again, he tackled Aaron, not the player.
He missed that tackle. And you heard the PA now, so it turned into an 11-yard gain.
Yep. That would have been a big squash right there.
Yes.
For Patrick Taylor.
And Rasheed Brown was coming for him there. And I tell you, man, he was pretty close. But credit Patrick Taylor. They're not giving up too much of the big play. They're just slowing down just enough.
Yes.
So now the Warriors facing 3rd down and about 2-3 yards. Chester lining up in a shotgun. Number 5, Francis in motion. Chester's, that's a Wildcats of McInnes. That's a first down. How do you not know that if you're Patrick Taylor? He's lining up in the Wildcat. He's killed you all night, guys.
You have to know he's taking the play. He's
Exactly.
taking the run every time.
I mean, that's something on the defense, VK.
Yeah.
You
absolutely.
see that guy back there in the Wildcat, you got to read
know
him.
when to hold him and know when to fold him. You got to go get him right there.
The gambler in the house. All right.
He's number 1 right there. If
Surely.
he knows he's the guy under center, you know that's your number 1 target. If he hands it off, get the next man.
All right. So the Warriors now face 1st and 10 from right at midfield, or close to the 49-yard line. 48 seconds and counting to go in the 3rd quarter. Chester will hand it off. This is McInnes to the outside. Tries to break some tackles. Oh, he almost lost that ball. You saw that.
Ooh.
That ball almost came out. Ooh-wee. That almost came out. But he gets the first down, VK.
Yeah, big first down. The hole was this big in the middle, and McInnes took advantage of it.
But as he attempted to evade the tackler, it looked like that ball was about to get away from him.
Yes. I mean,
I was like, if that gets away, that's a...
The Patrick Taylor fans just waited, like, okay.
Mm-hmm. Not quite. But still, nevertheless, we have a timeout. Oh, no, we're going to go to the 4th quarter. 8 seconds. 7, 6, 5. So this is the last play of the 3rd quarter. Sit tight. We will be back after this short timeout and give you an entertaining 4th quarter in a Hash It Out Show Game of the Week. George Memphis, Darren J.B. Boyd, VK Jones, at Musfordolino. Let's take this timeout. 2020, Vision and Game. We'll be back.
And welcome back here, fourth quarter of this ball game here, the Hash Out Show game of the week, tied at 20 apiece. George Pepper, we just keep hearing some sound. What
I don't know,
JB?
I'm hearing some retro No Limit.
Yeah.
Retro No Limit songs. I'm
Exactly.
Really?
So Sophie B. Wright now has the ball. This is going to be a handoff to. Is that McInnes again? No,
Yes.
that's Francis.
That's okay. Great
That's fine.
tackle.
Oh, and oh no. Got a man down for Sophie B. Wright.
Seth Childs with a perfect tackle.
Yes, sir.
Perfect tackle.
But we got a man down on the play at the 34. So we're going to have a stoppage of play here. What are the keys? I'm going to get both of your opinion. BK, take it from Sophie B. Wright's side. What do they got to do to find a way to win this football game tied up?
They got to minimize the mistakes, and they got to execute offensively. And also defensively, they got to make the stops when they needed to. And now Patrick Taylor starting to get some of the momentum. They got to step in and make the plays that they need to right there. But minimize the mistakes, especially they got to stay poised, especially the way the second half's going.
Darren, from the Patrick Taylor side of things, what are they going to have to do to eke out a win here?
Right now, stop. Sophie B. Wright.
Yep.
Stop their offensive drive. Number 2, get the ball back. You got a tie game. Your running game is still working. Run the ball.
And Sophie B. Wright, the injured player, is trying to get his number. It's one of the offensive
Number
linemen.
70.
That's what I think it is. That's
Number
Shaquem
70.
Cox, the right guard. So Sophie B. Wright facing, I lost track here. What is it, third down? No,
Second down and about
second
7.
down and about 7. As now Patrick Taylor Sophie B. Wright coming back onto the field.
And you got another fresh offensive lineman coming in for that could be key right there for.
This is a handoff to McInnes, and he's going to take it up the gut, and he's going to pick up close to a first down yardage. And I'll say this, McInnes has not been tackled by the first guy tonight.
Oh, no, you know.
Every play we've seen him run or catch, the first dude has not gotten him.
Not at all tonight. He's a hard guy to bring down. You got to have a group, 2 people at least, to bring him down.
And he's a junior, like BK pointed out earlier in the broadcast. We got 10:55 to go in the football game. It is 20-20. That's some free football. Maybe we could get overtime.
Hey.
I mean, why not? I mean, we're not complaining.
Nope, not at all.
You know, I mean, I'm off tomorrow, so that's a good thing. Chester, quick pass, and what was that?
It was a pass. He was open, but he threw it way behind him.
I wonder
It's a bad throw.
if that's miscommunication because he went outside and the receiver went in.
Well, I'll tell you this, though. It's 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1.
McInnes has to get this
They're
ball.
gonna go for this anyway.
Well, sure, it's 4-down territory.
And I think we know what's coming.
Well, either McInnes or Francis, but probably McInnes.
Yeah.
I would think so, BK.
Yes. I wouldn't be surprised if he McGinnis once again.
So it's a critical spot in the football game, 20-20 on the Hash It Out Show game of the week. In the fourth quarter, we are here at Musbertolino. 10.5 minutes to go, and I hear cowbells.
Patrick Taylor got to stay disciplined.
So that's the quarterback. Oh, we got a flag. That's going to be a legal formation, probably. That's probably a legal formation, Sophie B. Wright. That's going to make it 3rd and 6.
And give credit to the Patrick Taylor fan base
Yes,
for
sir.
making noise.
And a cowbell coming in, too.
I hate cowbells.
I do, too, Starkville. Are they stealing it from Mississippi State?
Oh, that's where I hate it from.
I know. I know.
VK, you ever been to that stadium, Mississippi State?
Yes, I've been to a couple of
the cowbell.
games. Yes, the
You know
cowbell.
for the headache?
No,
I did.
I would have.
I did.
Extension headache number what? 48?
It was a great time over there. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Great
I mean, the
experience
atmosphere is a
in
good
Mississippi
place.
State. But you have to think that stadium came a long way from long time.
Oh, it's a
49.
nice looking stadium.
Yes.
It came a long way. Here we go, George.
Here we go, Patrick Taylor. Fans trying to get behind their team. 3rd and 6, man in motion. This is a Wildcat for McInnes. He's going to go up the middle, and they're going to get him. He's going to be short. 4th down. This is 4 down. It's got to be 4-down territory regardless. It's got to be 4-down territory now, you would think. Actually, no. We got another man down. Oh, boy.
Hey, credit Patrick Taylor defense.
And their fans.
And the fans, yes. McInnes is getting the snap. You know he's getting the snap. He's not giving the ball off. Great stop.
They
Great
was
stop.
ready. They was ready for McGinnis this time. They was ready, and they made a huge stop.
So the injured player is off the field. He looks to be okay. He walked up under his own power. It was just probably a little blip, a minor injury. So now I think Sophie B's punting this. Are they punting it?
No.
No.
It was
No,
just
that's
fourth
a
down
go
just
for.
now.
That's a go for. Okay.
First down, Patrick Taylor.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Bryce Boutte
Here we
again.
go.
Bryce Boutte again. This is going to go to the outside. 45 to the 42-yard line.
I'm like
Another
this.
big
Give the
play.
man with the hot hand. Give the man with the hot hand. And right now is Boutte.
Yep.
He is the man with the hot hand. We look, but there's so many weapons for Patrick Taylor. Amazing.
First down and 10, Patrick Taylor. But Bryce Boutte, as VK said, is really starting to assert himself here.
He started himself big time, and as you see, he's running harder.
Yep.
He's running harder than we saw him run in the first half.
He looks like a guy that the more you feed him, the stronger he gets.
Yeah.
That's what that looks like to me. So Tran will take the snap under center. Jailbreak blitz. This is
He has the
Feister to the
outside.
outside. He's got a lot of yards. He's going to pick up another first down. This is Feister for Patrick Taylor. First down and 10, Tigers.
We're starting to see it again from Sophie B. They're lacking on the outside. So that's not good for the Warriors.
But what's not helping them is that they blitzed Jailbreak and they left themselves susceptible.
You don't need to blitz at all.
No.
Just stick to your keys, play your assignment. You ain't got to blitz.
No need to.
Because they've been successful on the dive and the outside run. That's it.
That's like Greg Williams blitz, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, talking about 2011 when they played the Niners and he jailbreak blitzed every play on that last drive, right? Saints fans, I don't want to bring that up, but I just did. I'm sorry. This is a keeper by Tran. Look at this.
Ooh,
he cuts it to the
touchdown.
inside and he's in. Touchdown, Tigers. They go in front. 23 yards on the touch. 23 yards. 23. 25? 25. Okay, 25. My bad. So Patrick Taylor now takes the lead here in the Hash It Out Show game of the week. And so much for saying this will be difficult to come back from 2 scores down, but they're making it look pretty simple. So the extra point forthcoming. Uh-oh.
By your foot, George. By your foot. Thank you,
As
George.
we good?
Extra point up.
That breeze got you.
Extra point good, though.
Extra point is good. So the Tigers, VK Jones, have now taken the lead 27-20. Let's keep it here. Now if you're Sophie B, you're like a puncher that's taken a couple of big licks. How do you respond?
Now you got to respond by coming out there, long drive, take some of the clock out of this ball game to go in and try to tie the ball game. But they're going to have to depend on their playmakers. They're going to have to do that.
They're going to go, look, there's not going to be a tie.
Oh, no, they're going for the win.
Right.
There's no doubt in my mind. If Sophie B somehow comes back, scores a touchdown, they're going for the lead.
Got to say this, though, JB, turning it to you. Patrick Taylor showing you some real fortitude, down 2 scores and efforting to come back, and they have done so the way they did.
They're showing a toughness, never quit mentality. Down by 13, and they have came back. And we said that they're not built to come back, but they had just proven us wrong.
Yeah,
and
they have.
came back and taken his lead.
And now we have a kickoff. This is going to be a little short and over end as Sophie B gets it. Number 14, is that?
Ooh, what a tackle.
Goodness.
What a tackle by Patrick Taylor. Yep, 14.
And credit number 9 for Patrick Taylor.
Number 8,
Alex Fisher making a huge play right there. I mean, the way he came out right there, and he stuck with the returner. I meant to say number 9. I'm sorry.
Okay.
The correction, number 9 is Bo Fascio, who making the play right there. He stayed with it and made the play on the return.
So now the Warriors facing it 1st and 10, and the Patrick Taylor fans are in it now, aren't they?
They
With
are
the lead.
They are in it.
Big time. Now they're looking to close the deal on the Sophie B. Wright Warriors. Taylor thinking about a blitz, and Sophie B. will hand it off. This is going to be, I think, Francis. That's going to go for a couple of yards here with 9. That's McGinnis.
No, 22.
22.
Number 47, Gavin Bonner.
Harris. Oh, no, that's Patrick Taylor, 22.
22.
And there's actually
Oh,
that
that's
was
the guy. That's
Brian
that's
Jackson.
Brian Jackson, okay. So Sophie B now facing it 2nd down and about 7 as they look to try. Well, they're not going to tie it. Look, they have not kicked an extra point all night. So if they do find a way in the end zone, Patrick Taylor fans are stomping now. There we go. As twice, oh wow. Chester looking for number 10 on that play. That is Paul Jones there. It's a flag on the play. You know, if Jones turns around and puts his hand out, he could get that ball?
I don't know, because he was kind of hit after 5 yards down the field. You could have called interference on that one.
Could have. Now, I'm saying the pass itself was in the vicinity. If he puts his hand out, he gets it. And that, again, that's the 4th time tonight, and an ineligible man down the field.
Man, got to stay within the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
Offensive line.
So now, Sophie v. Wright, VK, playing from behind the sticks. They got to reset the play clock, don't they? 4? 3?
Without a doubt, they have.
Yeah, I mean, this is.
They're going to set it
yeah,
up.
Okay, they're going to get it. So 8:24 to go in the game here. Hash It Out Show Game of the Week. So Patrick Taylor leading Sophie B. Wright 27-20 in a crucial district matchup in 9-3A. And boy, we could pick these games of the week now the last couple of times. Huh?
Hey, man.
2 of the last 3.
Hey. Every game.
And think
Hash
of
It
it.
Out Show Game of the Week.
And I'm going to make a funny point here after this play. So Chester will hand it off. That's McKinnis. And look at that stay at home right there. We've done now 7 games on the Hash It Out Show Game of the Week. This is our 7th. The 2 games that you've been with us have been barn burners. The 5 games that me and VK have done have been over by, what, early third quarter, mid-third quarter?
That's okay, though.
It's
but guess
all
what?
good.
It's the Hash It Out Show Game of the Week, the best game every week.
We can't control what happens.
Not at all.
We don't play the game.
Still the best game every week.
Absolutely.
Hash It Out Show Game of the Week is.
And then and you know what, guys? We're going to be with you for the playoffs. We don't know where yet, but that's up to the bracketologists of the LHSAA to set us up.
Yep.
So,
and other variables that we will leave alone.
Of course. Yeah. That we won't discuss. So this is, oh, wow. That's going to be a screen pass. And that's Jones. I think that's Jones 10 that got it.
Good job by the Patrick Taylor defense. I mean, they're flying to the ball. They've been doing unbelievable in the second half, slowing down Sophie B. They're in them running lanes, and they're flying to the ball. You got to love it.
It's 4th down right now. What will Sophie B. Wright do? Pooch kick again or go for this?
You got 7 minutes and your clock is running. They got 2 timeouts. I mean, your defense is left on the rope. I think they're going to pooch kick it. So Patrick Taylor will get the ball. This ball's going to roll. Oh, wow. It's going to take a mini Patrick Taylor bounce, and it's going to die out at the 46-yard line. So with 6:49 to go here on the Hash It Out Show Game of the Week, the score is Patrick Taylor 27, Sophie B. Wright 20.
Is it safe to say Patrick Taylor scores game over, or Patrick Taylor gets first downs and don't score and the game is over?
Either or, I think you're accurate on either side.
Yes.
I think the accuracy is palpable on either side. And for those following the NFL game, 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Chiefs 3, Broncos nothing. So Broncos hanging in. Sean Payton got a wisdom tooth today, I guess. So Patrick Taylor looking to put the clincher on this one. This is a handoff up the gut. The draw is to.
And it's to Logan Rogers.
That's Logan Rogers. He doesn't get much. But Sophie B. Wright, BK, able to stay at home and make a play right there.
Absolutely. They know desperate times call for desperate measures, and they got to really step in. They have to make critical stops right here.
Keep your head in the game if you're Sophie B. Wright. You're not out of it. You're down 7.
Not at all.
No mistakes.
Just need a stop.
Exactly. So second down and about 10, because he didn't get nothing on that play. The Tigers are going to line it up. Second down and 11, actually, from the 45. And Tran will take it. And it's a delayed. Actually, he's going to keep it.
Oh.
Look at that. He got away from that.
Oh, my goodness.
Look at this.
Wow.
Tran almost to the first down marker, BK. What an incredible of athleticism by Tran.
What an effort by Ethan Tran. I mean, 2-3 people had it in the backfield. How he got away, I don't know.
I tell you how he got away, because nobody wrapped up.
Yep, I agree.
It's the basic fundamentals of tackling.
He broke like 5 tackles.
Yes. Wrap him up, right?
Yep.
Patrick Taylor looking at a potential first down. It's 3rd and short. They look to the sideline. 15 seconds on the play clock. 5:30 to go in the game. Patrick Taylor looking to put the icing on it. They lead 27-20. Here live from us, Rodolino, George Peppers, VK Jones, Jared Boyd, and the play now for Tran. This is a handoff to Feister, looking to make a move. He has the first down.
I'm going to say this. This referee is 20 yards down the field and threw a flag. He's probably going to call a holding penalty, but, man, we got refs right here that did not throw a flag that had the better view than this ref way down the field.
Exactly. It's not his call.
Yeah,
it is absolutely not his call.
But he made it. The nice referee. I'm assuming stop by saying the nice referee. I don't think any Patrick Taylor fan would agree. But, yeah, I mean, I thought it would have been for some kind of infraction that way. I didn't know it would be holding.
No, to me, I don't think it was holding. The guy had good position. He was driving the defender back right here.
Yep. Exactly.
Going to bring Patrick Taylor back 10 yards.
That's a big mistake right there, regardless if it's a big mistake more for Patrick Taylor, regardless if it's a bad call or not.
It's not on the
you know, it's very critical right there. But regardless, I don't think it's a good call. I agree with you. But I'm saying, regardless of the fact,
you
push them back 10 yards. That's big.
You're not calling it a bad mistake. You're saying this unfortunate situation.
Yes.
Okay.
Very unfortunate.
All right.
Very unfortunate.
So we have 4:50 to go in the game. Patrick Taylor leading this thing 27-20. And Tran will take the snap. He's going to throw. Yep. He's got backside pressure coming.
Ooh.
Got him in, and he caught it. That's 19.
Number 19, Owen Cakeley.
The tight end.
Owen Cakeley, the tight end with the catch.
Looks like he's got enough.
First down.
First down.
That's a big one there. Cakeley coming up big with 2 huge catches for the Tigers.
Yes.
Tigers, critical first down. Uh-oh. They're getting loud here. Sophie B. Wright's band trying to get their people in it. But 1st and 10, Patrick Taylor. And with Sophie B. having only 2 timeouts, BK, that's going to really be on the impetus to get another stop.
Yes.
And this clock is moving. So now the Tigers have it 1st and 10 on the plus side of the field at the Sophie B. Wright 45. Tran hands it off, and he's going to pick up not much. Ooh.
Logan Rogers.
That's Logan Rogers, but not much on that play, JB.
No, I don't think he gained a yard.
No. So 2nd down and 10, Patrick Taylor. The clock is not. We have a stoppage of the clock, a timeout. That's got to be Sophie B calling that timeout.
Yes.
Got to be. So Patrick Taylor in good position, BK, to even the district ledger up at 1 after the tough loss last week to Livingston. What would a win like this and the manner of how it's accomplished do for this team going into the rest of the season?
This a huge. If Patrick Taylor holds on, this is a huge. It will be a huge character win for them, especially the way they had to bounce back in this ball game. And I mean the adjustments they had to make, but the hit thing, just a little bit of adjustment, but not too much. And I give Jared credit for saying this. They stuck with the game plan. But I ain't gonna lie, the special teams helped and the defense helped as well. That helps Patrick Taylor gain their confidence going forward offensively. But if they hold on with the win, this is a tremendous character win for them going forward.
I think this gives them a huge boost in the power points, too.
It would definitely help. That's a 4-2 team. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, a 4-2 team, that's quality. I think we could safely say Sophie B. Wright's a good football team. Both good football teams here tonight. So now it's 1st and 10, Patrick Taylor. Tran lining up on 2nd down, 2nd down. Tran takes the snap, pitches it out to Feister. Ooh. He's going to cut it to the outside and pick up the first and a whole lot more.
Now, that was a holding that they missed.
How did they miss that? How did they miss that?
I don't know.
I mean.
But also credit Feister. That was a good move right there.
Yes.
But your guy in the trenches was grabbing jersey.
Yeah, he was. I seen that.
That was, whew.
I got 4 eyes and I saw that. Given the idea glasses work sometimes. But nevertheless, no call made. 1st down, Patrick Taylor. And this could be very close to ending it right here.
Yes.
Because Sophie B, I think, has 1 or 2 timeouts in the game. The clock runs now with 3:10 to go. Tran lines up. This is going to be oh, look out. That's your man, Boutique. No, that's Rogers. Touchdown, Patrick Taylor. They take now a 33-20 lead. I'm a 34-yard run by Logan Rogers. 34-yard run for the potential game-clinching touchdown for the Tigers. And I got to say, I'll offer my 2 cents. I'm impressed with the fortitude that Patrick Taylor has shown us in the second half. and getting a little acknowledgement.
34 yards on that one.
34 on the yards. So the extra point forthcoming for the Tigers. And the extra point is up. It's a line drive knuckleball, and it's going to get through. 34 to 20. Patrick Taylor and JB. You never like to call a shot. None of us are the late Dandy Don Meredith, but the lights are about turned out.
Not yet.
I mean,
the fat lady hasn't sung yet, but it's looking real good for Patrick Taylor.
I'll say no more on that regard.
I kind of on the opposite side of it. I think this is done because we have not seen too many big plays from Sophie B in this full quarter. So I'm telling you now, if Sophie B does not get a quick score, it's done. But the scary part about Logan Rogers, just a freshman.
Yeah, I know. And he could grow still. The spurt hasn't happened yet for him. But I tell you, Patrick Taylor, JB, has a stable of tough running backs. And that's going to serve them well later in the season as the weather gets cooler and teams start to resort more to physicality.
You talk about Boutte, Rogers, and Feaster.
Yeah.
They stay healthy, yes, indeed.
Could be a very problematic move. So Sophie B will get this ball, and this is going to be number 4. Osiris Scott gets tripped. Oh, well, never mind. I thought he got tripped up there. He might have something. He's going to get so close to the midfield stripe. And I think my man was trying to outdo VK. Man said it was over.
I mean,
if he'd broke it, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know, man. I know.
Right?
You're right.
Just saying.
I'd like to give a big shout out to tonight's DJ, Allie Turnamy. She's sitting next to me in the booth there.
So Sophie be right with 2:50 to go, VK. 2:51 to go. Trailing 2 scores. Got to be quick.
Yes, got to be quick in a hurry, fast in a hurry. You need to take at least 30-something seconds out of the clock.
So Chester will take the snap, drops back, throwing over the middle. Incomplete. Almost intercepted, though.
But flags are down.
Now, see, this is going to be unnecessary roughness. I totally disagree with it. He put his shoulder into him in the stomach. But the rule is in Louisiana now, for a receiver that's defenseless, if you don't wrap up, it's going to be a flag every time. It's horrible. I don't like it. But it is the rule, unfortunately.
That is the rule, unfortunately, and they're going to mark off 15.
Actually, there's a pass interference call. That's the actual call on that one.
We got pass interference on that play.
Where was pass interference on that play? Where?
I'll say no more. I don't get paid to ref games. I get paid to call games.
There you go.
There's a big difference in what we do. So Sophie B. Wright now facing a tremendous opportunity to get themselves back in it. Chester back. That's going to be, I lost it.
Wow.
They got a sack
by
number 77.
That's a big-time sack there. That
David
is
Doyle.
David Doyle with that one.
Number 77, David
Dole, I'll tell you that this Patrick Taylor defense has been turning up the heat all second half.
I don't doubt that at all.
James Fairchild, he's on top of the booth tonight.
But how about the effort by Patrick Taylor here in this second half? 27 unanswered points. This is tremendous by those guys.
It's very tremendous, man. It speaks a lot about Patrick Taylor's toughness, their mental attitude, their perseverance of not giving up. And you got to give them a lot of credit. I am very impressed.
I am too. Are they non-select? I believe they are.
I think they're Division III select.
Division III select. Oh boy, suicide bracket. That's a horrible bracket. I mean, their depth is what it is. I don't know if they're the top end team. No, they're not. But I tell you what, I don't know if I want to play them if I'm a 12 or a 13 or something like that. I don't know if I want to play this team. So Sophie B. Chester looking. He's going to throw it up top. And there's a flag down right here.
We got an interception.
And that's an interception, but there's some laundry on the field. Patrick Taylor, if this stands, game over. If this stands, this game is done.
And the flag came from the other side right there, so I don't know.
It's our 5th time tonight.
There you go. That's it.
So that's going to stand. Patrick Taylor, they get the Sophie B. Wright's got 1 stoppage on the clock. game done.
Like I
I'm on
mentioned.
PK side now, JB.
Like I mentioned.
Go ahead.
Like I mentioned, I said that we have not seen too many big plays in the fourth quarter from Sophie B. Wright.
Nope.
Not at all.
I was saying to JB, VK.
Yes.
That's a problematic matchup in the first round, whatever bracket
Yes,
they're in.
I
Patrick
agree.
Taylor, I mean,
Patrick
with that
Taylor-
stable of backs,
They have shown
Yeah.
the character that this could be a very dangerous team in the first round.
I agree.
Very dangerous
Are they
team.
better than the top end teams? Probably not. But man, I don't know if I want to play that team.
Yes.
You know, their best effort's going to give some teams some problems
Yes.
in the playoffs.
Very much agreed.
So Patrick Taylor takes over, first down and 10, 7 seconds on the play clock. Tran coming up under the center, and this is going to be a keep, and they're going to get a couple of yards.
It's a handoff.
Huh?
Handoff right there.
Yeah. That's what I said.
Boutique. Oh, sorry.
handoff.
Yeah.
Okay, but that being said, JB, Sophie B. Wright's got one stoppage on the clock. You almost would think you don't want to give up.
No, you
There's
never
no
want to give
quit.
up, no matter what.
But they're really up against it now, the Warriors. They're really up against it. So
Oh, yeah, big time, big time.
No timeouts. No
No
timeouts.
timeouts.
Sophie.
Okay, so guess what? They can't take these. One first down will probably do it. I see what you're doing, but I'll
I ain't
get
do
back.
anything.
No, I'm looking for some scores too.
Oh.
That's I see what you're doing. But this is
big
going to be
tackle,
a big tackle right there, but no stoppage on the clock. 137 and counting. Patrick Taylor 34, Sophie B. Wright 20. And it's been a pretty good game, though, PK.
Yes.
The score is not a reflection of what the game has been. This was a game of some momentum shifts, but Patrick Taylor having the last one.
This was a back and forth ball game. This was a true game of chess for both teams.
Yep.
And guess what? Patrick Taylor so far has been the Kings tonight.
Third down now for Patrick Taylor. 1:05 to go and counting. And the Tigers are probably going to need one first down. Play clock, it's at 0. Timeout, Patrick Taylor, yes, sir. So tune in next week. We will be in New Iberia to catch what promises to be a pretty good matchup with Westgate hosting Lafayette Christian and Jawan Johnson. We get to see that guy play. And he arguably is the best player in the state of Louisiana. What's one integral key? And look, Westgate is, on paper, it looks up against it with Jabari Antoine being out with the collarbone injury. So you would think LC has a big advantage.
I tell you, man, it's going to be do or die for Westgate next week more than anything else. It doesn't matter who the quarterback is. They know that LC's coming there to try and do some things and get a big win on the road. So Westgate's got to step it up in a huge ball game in a hostile environment next week.
No doubt about it, Jared. I'll get your thoughts after this play. It's probably going to be the second to last play, or actually the last play of the game, potentially. Patrick Taylor going to put the bow on a 34-20 victory here at Musburn-Alino Stadium on the Hash It Out Show Game of the Week. Tigers.
Rice Boutique with a big run, 9 yards, almost gets the first down.
Oof. And Chalmette leads Martin Luther King 14-0. So the Owls looking to, what's that?
Lutcher leads Hornville 14-7 in the third quarter. Destrehan up on Terrebonne 21-0.
Oof.
Lafayette Christian up on Turley's Catholic at the half 48-0.
Oh,
wait, what?
Wow.
48 to Lafayette Christian.
Who picked Turlings?
Turlings.
Who picked Turlings?
Not me.
Wow.
Not me.
Not me either.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. No, I know who picked Hornville. Not Hornville. Goodness gracious. Ball game is over. So the final score is actually no.
St. Louis Catholic up on Lake Charles College Prep in the third, 20-7.
Who's up 27?
14-7. St. Louis leads LCCP. So the ball game is about to finish here at Musburn-Alino, and your final score is going to read Patrick Taylor 34, Sophie B. Wright 20. We'll be back with you next week, but I want to get closing thoughts on this game from you first, Aaron. Big key, obviously. We can't extol how great Patrick Taylor was in the second half. But what do you take away from this game?
What I take away is the mental fortitude from Patrick Taylor, not quitting, not giving up, continuing to fight. because the offense they have is not really an offense made to come back in ball games. But they did it tonight, went on a 27-0 run to win this game. So I'm very impressed with what I saw from Patrick Taylor.
BK, I'll turn it to you. If you're Sophie be right, this is a damaging loss and how it happened. How do you bounce back if you're the Warriors?
If you're the Warriors, you got to go back to the drawing board. You got to really work hard in practice, look at the film, and you're going to have to cut down on the mistakes the next couple of weeks if you're going to get better going forward into the postseason. But at the same time, we also want to thank Patrick Taylor for letting us come here to do this game and both schools for helping us out this week. This has been a great broadcast tonight, man.
On that, we will wrap it up. You have listened to the Hash It Out Show Game of the Week with Patrick Taylor winning 34-20 over Sophie B. Wright. This is George Pepper signing off, but I can't do it without my guys, Jaron J.B. Boyd and BK Jones. Tremendous job, gentlemen. Heck of a broadcast. We'll be with you next Friday night. Only BK will be on the play call next Friday. We'll talk to you live from Westgate next Friday as Lafayette Christian goes to Westgate. Stay tuned for that next Friday at 6:20 pregame. But before that, we got the Hash It Out Show next Tuesday night. And we may have a special guest that we talked to tonight. We may have him. We'll reveal it on our social medias. On that note, enjoy your weekend wherever you may be. Stay safe and stay dry. And have a great night. Thank you. Good night.